conspiracy. We are going to be hanging out this time tomorrow. It will be Halloween. At least it will be Halloween for me. You guys will be on the cusp of Halloween. And I did say we're going to do something. Actually, no, it should be tomorrow. It'll be the 31st of the evening. Yes, maybe the next day. What I'm trying to say.
And I'm pretty excited about people's reactions. And while this documentary is about me, it also does feature a lot of my closest friends, and of course, my girlfriend, who's been part of my social media now for the last 3 or 4 years. And my girlfriend, Desi, turns out to be a pretty important part of the story. In fact, towards the end of it, when it gets a lot more everything and wholesome, it's because of her. I honestly think, having watched this thing, she kind of sinks the book. Without her in the documentary, the same way without her in my life, it is a much more darker and bleak affair. We started dating about 6 months ago, and genuinely, she has been the brightest ray of sunshine in my life, and I felt it was very important to put that in this documentary. A lot of people have been cautious about this, honestly, rightfully so. We've also had a lot of questions, hoping that this clip along with the documentary will help answer some of those questions. Sit back to the
even if he does go broke and has to sell the house, he's a man that I love and I care about, and so I'm not just gonna have to leave him. Money's an issue. Because I love him and just imagining a life without innocence.
The biggest news that I died like 2 or 3 years under this. I really want you to understand how actually sick I am. Like, I don't know if you actually get it. But this is my health summary. This is everything that's currently wrong with me. My risk for stroke or heart attack is astronomical. I am essentially a walking time bomb. And I'm so fucking sorry for that. I really, really wish I had taken better care of my body.
Yeah, I know. I'll never be ready for it, but I know. I don't want you to be alone.
I've talked to my therapist since we had been together about overcoming, and my therapist keeps telling me the same thing: when you learn to love yourself.
These things will fall into place. We just got to teach you the skills.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly not think I'm a piece of shit. Then I turn to my doctor and I'm like, what do we do? He's like, you had bypass surgery. You lost 200 pounds. What more can I do for you? I'm like, fix it, dude. Help fix it. And then they're telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I'm making less and less every month. And I'm just scared.
Key White run again. Oh my lord. That's right.
Oh my
For
lord.
the second time today, your boy Duty had the Key White run. Because, breaking news, we have some very sad news to report out from DSP Gaming. That's right, folks. Our boy, Phil, is not feeling well yet again. And so much so, he can't stream today. Well, correction. He can't stream for the audio stream. So, apparently Phil has just stated on his community tab that the podcast and DSP versus the internet is canceled indefinitely. I mean, he must really hate DSP versus the internet, where he's actually doing everything he could to push it off so that he doesn't have to do it this week. But yeah, our boy Phil stated that he's feeling so terrible that he won't be able to stream early today, but he may stream the Mario stream if he feels up to it. Mind you, he already posted the link to the Mario playthrough, so he will definitely be on tonight, because there is no way our boy Phil will not stream at least once to try to earn some money, because his bag ethic, that's right, his bag ethic won't allow him to take a full day off. There is no way. I'm sorry, folks. There's just no way. And I know he's going to be extremely upset that One Minute Man won't tip again today, because of course only One Minute Man can tip when Phil is streaming. So expect a little night of support for Phil. And don't forget, I mean, what did Barack Obama say? Well, not Barack Obama, excuse me, when Barack Obama was president, Rahm Emanuel, his White House chief of staff, actually said, never let a good tragedy go to waste, right? And that's what Phil's doing here. Mind you, after he posted that, he decided to do a big post, that's right, into Phil, to try to milk his signals for support and tips. Literally like a minute after posting that, he goes on to say, considering how much these days of being sick will set me back because it's month end and I'm in the middle of a special event, I would greatly appreciate it if you could support what you're currently watching. Of course, that means super thanks, tipping him, maybe sending him your credit card number so that he can take on some cash. Whatever it is, folks. If you got some EBT, if you have an EBT card, maybe you can send him your EBT card so you can use it to buy some food. Anything will help Phil. Phil inquires and says that if you can super thank the video or tip him, just check the video description. It makes it so easy for you to get money. Mind you, he's not doing shit for it, but he still wants you to take it. And he goes on to say, are a thing and would help make it so this isn't a total disaster. Thank you so much for understanding. Alright, so your boy Diddy has been sympathetic as much as he can. So let me rip in for just a few more minutes here. This motherfucker has been streaming for 15 years. It's fucking business. He proclaims and preaches that he has a business degree, and he acts like he's the smartest motherfucker in the room and in the world, and he has all this shit together. And being off for 2 streams, because not even 2 days, let's say 2 streams, will ruin the business and cause a total disaster. Are you listening to this bullshit from this man? Let me correct what he's saying. It'll be a disaster because he won't have play money to waste on WWE Champions and Jen and DoorDash. So he'll have to use his YouTube check money to fund his fucking lucrative, disgusting habits. That's what he's saying here, folks. So your boy Dude's gonna translate that post for you right there. You are fucking pitiful, Phil. If you don't work, you don't earn fucking cash. And you like to proclaim that this is your job, right? So if you don't work, you get 0. So to sit here and fucking post and beg for money for not doing anything is pathetic and trifling. You are trifling, Phil. Pathetic. I'm sure that when your dad, when
when his coworkers or friends or family say, "Hey, how you have a son, right? You have a son named Phil. How's he doing? What's he been up to?" I guarantee you his dad probably makes up a fucking story and says, "Oh, my son passed away in Desert Storm. I have no son." Because he's so embarrassed of the beggar loser that you are, Phil. So pathetic. And I'm pretty positive he's not fucking sick. Or if he is, it's just a mild sickness that he can sit there and just fucking stream. It's the cold season. Everyone has a fucking cold. I have a cold. It ain't the end of the fucking world. You take some medicine, you drink some water, and you be on with your fucking day. And if you don't, then you take off, you shut your shit off, you lay in bed, and you rest and you try to feel better. No. This motherfucker has to post on his community page, on his community tab, and let everyone know that this is a total disaster because he's gonna miss 2 streams. 2 streams! Pathetic, Phil. Pathetic. You are a loser.
Loser.
Say, Phil. A loser.
A loser.
And to all you dens out there considering sending him money or tipping him, you're a bigger idiot and a bigger loser than Phil. You are. Because you're supporting this degenerate. And you know what makes a person that supports a degenerate? You know what makes them? It makes them a bigger degenerate. That's right. And I'm looking at you dens, whales, that feel the need to stick it to the trolls and give Phil money. Idiots, all of you, Anyway, that's all I have to say. If something changes, I'll let everyone know. But that's right, Phil is sick, the world is ending, it's a disaster, and the business may go out of business. That's right. Alrighty, folks, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.
Let them see the world outside the city.
They are pigeons.
Can you take them up those for me? Somewhere peaceful.
I don't know. How are you?
It's their time. Ours.
Hey, sure. Let's go, Bernice. Oh man, I'm gonna be crying on this one. We're doing it again. Howard wanted you guys to see the world, though. He'll keep looking. We're doing it again, goddammit! My heartstrings, I can't take it, man. I'm already sick. I can't take that shit. I'm already horribly emotional. I feel like crap. And all you can do this to me, make me cry all night. How dare you? Jesus Christ, you spider me twice. How dare you? It's not acceptable. It's not expected. Ugh. God damn it. Salty tears. Hey, Mickey, do a barrel roll! A barrel roll? You can do a barrel roll? I had no idea. I had no effing idea you could do this. In my house. Mary and I go back there every day after school. It's where I live. I want some bird. Wow. Oh, wow, I got it. Let's check it out. Don't worry, birds. We're almost there. Another barrel roll, just for fun. Oh my god. It's gonna fall apart. When you go back, that guy's gonna be dead. I guarantee it. Like a wet wings? Oh shit. Well, I moved the mission. Did you make you start it over completely? You should fail. You're like, yeah, just come up and make water. Oh man. It's insane. You can buy like some Superman helmets.
Find a place for little babies to be free.
Oh no.
Go to a place over in Queens. A little spot I used to go to with an old friend. Tons of space for Pidgey and the gang.
That sounds nice. Thanks. You've got to be in my life.
Anytime, Howard. And you can still visit them. Take the train
I
out.
don't think he's doing that.
Gonna drop these birds off and I'll be right back.
Oh shit. That's it for Howard. Wow.
Okay, this is it. Your new home. Pidgey, you're in charge.
Wow.
Okay, I'm exhausted. There's the train back. Let me go check on Howard.
Was he there, dude?
No. Howard.
Yep. We knew he was gonna die. We knew it was at the end of his life.
Oh, hey, Spider-Man. Hey, sorry. Take all the time you need. It helps. Look, he was a piece. Was. It's fun to be on that adventure with this man.
Wow.
Don't worry, the flock is free.
Yeah, he was one of the side content guys in the first game, right? Yeah, he was doing some of his pigeons. Yeah. Oh, man. Why are they doing this to me? On a day when I already feel like shit. And now my site is destroyed. They're already caught out there. Of all the days to do that? That's like 2 in a row to the grandfather one too. Like, god damn it, man. You're killing me. Oh. Oh. You got me. Well, the only thing left is the photo op and the story, so I guess we'll do the story, right? Yeah, well then, Alright. Not gonna blow my nose, it's just like I continue to play. Oh man. How dare they have that mission tonight of all times? Oh. Now, like no exaggeration, alright? This is an absolute prime example. What's going on right now is an absolute prime example of the difference between all those years, 5+ years, right? That I was an offline YouTuber versus a live streamer. You know, there were absolutely moments and missions back in the day that would hit me with a lot of emotion back then. And I would have the ability to just stop recording and deal with it off camera and then come back, you know. And oh my god, excuse me. But today I'm on stream, what do I do, right? I'm certainly not going to I'm not gonna like turn the stream off or something, right? Oh man, that was really nice. Again, that mission and the freaking the grandfather mission were so touching. I wonder if there's more like that in the game. You know? And that's the difference between a game that's made just for the sake of making the game, or actually trying to have meaningful moments, because they didn't have to have that in there. Well, you know, what did that really add? Instead of going to say, oh, I remember Spider-Man 2 because it had the epilogue, because it had the grandfather talking about his life and stuff. No, but that's appreciated for those of us who are older. A gente pode enfrentar essa coisa juntos!
Because also I got a little bit of unboxing to do as well. Because you know what? Ace, God bless him, from Ramen Toys, he knows the way to a man's heart. Oh yeah, he brought me a birthday present. God bless him. I'm guessing maybe he might pop in the chat at some point this morning, because we're probably going to catch up for a little bit of dinner this evening as well. Yeah. You brought me a little something. Do you want to see what it is? Well, I'm going to show you anyway. It's not the modular sewer lab. that would have been quite something. And it's not the ramen racer. It's not anything from Ramen Toys. Boom, dude, there he is. There you go. Speak of the devil, and Ace turns up. There must be some connection there. But yeah, after doing a little bit of toy hunting yesterday, we sat down for a little bit of Japanese curry, which is always delicious. And he only whipped out a little something that he got me for my birthday. What was it? Boom! Storm Collectibles, Kenna Ryu exclusive from WonderCon. I did actually make an audible gasp in the curry restaurant and probably upset some of the patrons who were just trying to enjoy a quiet lunch. And there wasn't nothing quiet about that lunch, not when I unwrapped this bad boy from WonderCon. I mentioned to him, I was like, oh dude, when you're there, see if you can spot that. And yeah. He spotted it. Ace, what are you saying, man? Dave is full of energy in real life as he is on his stream. It's true, man. This ain't just an act. I'm not just a miserable bastard when the camera's off. This is pretty much me. Terrible sense of direction. That's one thing you can tell very clearly. But at least I bring the smiles, because you know what? Life's good, man. Life's good. It's a happy time. It's a good place to be. It's so crazy that the new Spider-Man Marvel Legends don't come out until May 1st. Ah, jeez, is that the release date? Why is Hasbro taking pre-orders for these? Rhetoric question. Yes, because you gotta get that money. Because you know, as soon as we place those pre-orders, more to the point, as soon as everyone bought 5 Scarlet Spiders, which it seems like they have, you just know that Hasbro are like, hey, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money. That's what Hasbro is doing right now. They gotta be so happy. They gotta be so happy right now. got the Giant Man money. They got that sweet, sweet Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider money. Hasbro are dining well right now. They are eating well. They got full bellies. They got full little tummies full of our pre-order money. But you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad because I'm so excited to be getting what I'm getting, which I know means that I am part of the problem. I'm part of the problem, letting Hasbro get away with this. But I'm getting away with the Giant Man, so you know, everyone's a winner. I'm wrong. By my opinion, everyone's a winner. I guess, like, arguably, Hasbro are doing a little bit better, but hey, look, come on, sometimes you gotta take the rough with the smooth. Ace, what you saying, man? Thanks for the well wishes on the young USK. We'll work on colored prototype when I get back. Dude, oh my goodness, man. It's looking nice. It's looking real nice. Looking at those renders. Whew. Holy potatoes. To quote a classic old British comedy, suits you, sir. Oh, suits you. Above ground level, street scene, oh, sir. Sewer level as well, 2 sections, oh, sir, suits you, sir. Yeah. Very, very excited to be seeing that. I'm gonna be buying the heck out of that. I ain't even gonna front. I didn't even do that influencer thing when talking to Ace, where I was like, well, I mean, you know, I would love to talk about it on the show if I, you know, if I happen to have one in hand, then maybe I could publicize it. He showed me the renders. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. I was like, how soon can I give you my money? I want it now. Let me pay you in advance. Dave, since the Five Nights at Freddy's, I still haven't got that off the top of my brain yet. Since the Five Nights at Freddy's movie made back its budget is 20 million, it made 150 million. Or 100 something million. Dude, Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be a franchise now. Just like the games. That's what I'm trying to say. Just like the games themselves, Five Nights at Freddy's movie. You know, I haven't seen it, of course, yet, but the critics were like, meh. But people came out in droves. So I think that's happening now. Speaking of things that are happening, Brett Moon, dude, thank you so much, man. $5. Also rocking the badass Agent Venom suit in the little, what do you call it, profile picture. Good look, man. That suit kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, it's kind of a spoiler, but you know what? I don't mind because it's well, you know, it's a super chat. So yeah, there you go. That's not a hard and fast rule. You can't just spoil anything with a super chat. And also, it's kind of an innocent one. It's a profile picture. It doesn't really show very much. I mean, let's face it. These Spider-Man games have a whole lot of suits. What up, brother? I caught a live again. Worked 15.5 hours straight yesterday. I think I earned this. Dude, I think you earned that $5 you just gave me. That's ridiculous. So, thank you. That's 15.5 hours, man. I've worked long hours in my time. I've worked some hard-ass shifts in my time, but I don't think I've done 15 hours. I think the most I've ever done in one shift is maybe 30. Yeah, but that's a lot, man. Like, well, you know, put your feet up, take off your pants, crack a beer, and just enjoy some live streaming because you've earned this, man. And thank you so much for sharing some of that hard-earned money with me, because you know where it's gonna go. It's gonna go on that ramen toy sewer. Oh yeah, it's a happening. Also, Ace, if you're still in the chat, could you WhatsApp me those photos you took? Because I gotta share like some pics from the toy hunting. And it was really fascinating going out toy hunting with Ace because being a toy developer, like I was seeing sort of the mindset of like what you're looking for because he was buying all of these little things that he didn't want them because they were toys or whatever, but he wanted them as examples of colors and styles that he can give to the people who make his stuff. He's like, this is the green I want, this is the pink I want, and it's like, that's just fascinating. I like to see how the sausage gets made, so to speak. Hey Dave, I've released a 4K review today for the Shadow Tracker. I brought it up the other night. If it was possible to sherbet it on live, especially from 2 to 10, the gang would enjoy it. Dudes, go check out Artist's review. I'm always happy to shout out different creators, different people doing good stuff. Displaying model behavior graffiti stickers set with early pre-orders of the sewer set. Brad, yes! Oh my goodness! How did I not think of that? Genius. Okay, Ace. you gotta get on it, man. I'm not saying the entire thing has to be moral behavior themed. I'm just saying that it needs to have a giant moral behavior logo on it. Which is great because then 99% of the people that buy it will be like, what's model displaying behavior? What's this? But a select few will know. A select few people will be like, oh shoot! That's alright, that might be a bit of an unreasonable suggestion. Dave, should I brush what's left off my teeth or no? Guess this Halloween. Dude, if you've been eating a lot of Halloween candy, definitely brush your teeth. You gotta take care of your teeth, man. That's why I wear braces, that's why I floss, that's why I do all these things. Your chompers, you gotta look after them, man. You gotta look after them. What up, my guy? On the latest news in action figure content, Ambassador Anthony A. Jones. Wow, okay, that's a big old title there. I like it. Dude, we're bringing the heat. And actually, today, there's going to be another good news. Because it's been a couple of days since a proper good news, because I've been so caught up with all the Marvel Legends stuff. But I'm going to do a good news today that covers all the other stuff, because trust me, pal, there's a lot of new stuff out there. Some really cool looking stuff. 1/12 scale figures from a company, I forget their name. You know what? I'm going to bring it up because it's on the Model Behavior Facebook page. Friend of the show, Eric Fulham, always posting all the new toy news. God bless him, man. We've never spoken in person. He's just a good brother who just posts all the news, and it makes my life so much easier when I'm putting good news together, because it's like, boom, there they are. Okay, yes, here we go. Let me do a little screen share here, because it's this company that are making, they make 1/6 scale, and now they're making 1/12 scale. Crazy Dark Souls looking characters. Look at this. Look at what we're looking at here. This is like a samurai, you know what? What's the name of the awful film? Zack Snyder. Sucker Punch. Terrible movie. Awful. But it had some of the coolest designs you've ever seen. Samurai with a minigun. Ace, we were just talking about this yesterday. Put a minigun on anything and it makes it cooler. So there's a whole wave of these guys coming out. So you've got crazy Oni demon with a minigun. Unfortunately, the pictures are very dark. They're very, very dark, so it's very hard to see. That's another thing we were talking about yesterday. Dark pictures that hide a lot of sins. But you've got this other Oni demon here with the devil horns, the spiked club. Again, 1/6 scale. 1/6 scale. Look at this demon Dark Lord. It looks amazing. But also, like, you guys who are making these, you know, if you want an ambassador, if you want a brand ambassador to just geek out over this stuff, your boy's right here. Hasbro won't call me back. So I think I might have to spread my net a bit wider. Skeleton Grim Reaper guy with a scythe. That looks a lot like a Spawn figure I used to have. Remember the 90s Spawn? There was like a Grim Reaper Spawn. That's what he looks like. And this Jester dude, I remember seeing a Jira. Oh, 1/6 scale. That's a 1/6 scale one. Okay, let me just wind that back a little bit. But nonetheless, we got a wolf mask guy here as well. We got this is more of a commando, like a commando ninja with half of his face missing. Just the coolest stuff, man. Undercover got fuzzy, that's it. Awful Zack Snyder movie. That's a wide net to cast. Yeah, but it would be a lot easier if I said a good Zack Snyder movie. Because then, in fairness, you got 300, that's a good Zack Snyder movie, and you got Dawn of the Dead, another good Zack Snyder movie. After that, it gets a little bit dubious. But look at the detail. Look at everything going on the back of this guy. This is one scale. I think it is from the post, but just look at how gnarly that is. Absolutely. Burning Souls. Yeah, Burning Souls, 1/12 scale. Lads, I'm telling you now, this is the good stuff right here. I'm excited, brother. I'm really excited to see these. Just when I thought that
literally gonna love, I know Jay is like turning into a Tim and Eric skit. You're actually literally gonna love my JVC. It cord stays great. We opened it up, clean as a whistle inside.
If I had any money left over from buying the modular sewer, I think I might have to be investing in these fellas right here because, golly, they look beautiful. I'm down to clown that. I'm down to clown this because it's just, yeah, you got my heart with this kind of mythical looking sort of samurai type thing. It's just the coolest, man, just the freaking coolest. Also, I'm gonna try, again, I know some of y'all like it, some of y'all don't, but I'm going to try the old second screen, a little bit of sharing as well. So again, I want to see if the internet connection is good enough, if it persists, if it maintains, because if it does, it's a nice little thing to have. At the moment, I'm showing the movie of Ultimate Alliance 3, so all the cutscenes and whatnot. I think it's kind of fun, but let me know, guys, if it looks good or bad, or even if it's flowing in good quality, but you just hate having it, then, you know, we'll workshop this thing. Dave, how you been, man? What are you doing for Halloween? I'm going to hand out Andy is Johnny Cage from MK1. Nice. Just don't punch the little trick-or-treaters in the junk. You know, just give them candy. No package checks. That would be a little bit inappropriate. Pre-orders in the end of November or earlier, and ready for second quarter next year. Dude's working overtime. I'm amazed you even have time. Trap and PKE, these are from Hasbro. Yes, the new Ghostbusters HasLab. That's something that was a little bit surprising. I guess that the Proton Pack did even better than I sort of assumed it did. I guess they did hit various tiers, didn't they? Because they even had the slime tier and all that kind of thing. So I guess they're adding to that. But what put me off about the Ghostbusters backpack originally was that, from what I understood or remember, and guys help me out in the chat if I'm wrong, because Lord knows I can be. It didn't come with a neutrino one. That was a separate thing, so it was just the backpack. And I was like, well, you can't have a backpack without one. What's up with that? So yeah, we'll see. And dude, it's already funded. 10K, so fast. Dude, there's going to be a lot of Ghostbusters next year. I love it. I love Ghostbusters. I love that Ghostbusters is still a thing, and it's still a franchise. That makes me so happy. The fact that we're getting another movie, hopefully next year. I think it's next year it will come out if the strikes get settled and sorted. Something people don't mention about toy collecting is how it's great for blackouts. My power's been out for like 6 hours, and I can do toy photography while using my phone charged on DMB. Yes! That is how you maximize your time. But it's true, actually. I love, like, just rearranging shelves. As long as you can see, you know, as long as you got some kind of light, rearrange shelves and set things up, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Spider-Man, there'll be a lot. I think a lot of concerned parents. Probably with some of these Halloween costumes. Excuse me, but yeah, just to answer your question, for Halloween, we have a party in the house tomorrow, so I'm going to do a roast shit tomorrow, so, man, I'm not even going to get back. I'm probably going to miss the party, actually, because our quiet time in the house is 11 o'clock, so all the parties in the house happen by 11 o'clock, so I might come in just at the tail end of the Halloween party, but at least that means I'll be able to join the house photo, so that's something, at least. So I'll probably just throw on my Piglet onesie. I think various people have seen my Piglet onesie. It's adorable. I look like a boss. So yeah, I'll be Piglet for Christmas. Christmas? What the heck am I saying? Halloween! It's not Christmas yet, Dave. Slow your roll. They timed it to a T as next year is the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters, which makes me sad since I was born the same year as the first Ghostbusters. Cold kid, don't worry, man. I'm 1981. I was 3 years old by the time that first Ghostbusters movie came out. We're all we're getting old, pal. Now we have the Hallows Eve X-Man you mentioned. We could get King Chasm. I hate how modern Spider-Man is being immortalized as action figures depressing world. I bet Hasbro won't give us Ultimate Spider-Man figures. I don't really care about Ultimate Spider-Man figures, to be honest. You know, I love my 616. X-Manny and I, we have a fun little back and forth on Instagram. I recommend you follow us both. Probably follow X-Manny more because he posts a lot more than I do. But yeah, with a bit of fun ribbing back and forth because he knows that I hate the Chasm, Halloween, Hallows Eve stuff. So he's like, come on, Dave. Come on, you got to admit this would be good. And the thing is, I do. I rag on Chasm and Hallows Eve, but genuinely, like, the Hallows Eve figure does look pretty good. And I read her miniseries, and it's a fun miniseries. It actually, it was really good. So I am secretly, I like Hallows Eve. Brad, do they not do the big thing at work anymore where you all rush out and scare folks in the evening? We do obviously the Halloween Horror Nights, but they don't have that anymore. Back in the day at USJ, it was so freaking cool.
É,
Let me just
eu
explain
posso
to you real
postar,
quick
né?
for those of you who've never seen it. In the park for Halloween, it's just normal. Everything is normal. It's a normal theme park, happy days, good stuff. And then when 6 o'clock hits, then all of a sudden, all the music around the park stops playing and it gets eerily quiet. And then you hear these sound effects of a helicopter flying overhead. And you suddenly hear like some shouting and gunshots. And you're like, whoa, what's happening? And then there's a huge explosion on the top of one of the buildings. So everyone looks up and they stare at this massive explosion going off on top of a building. And then when they all look down, the streets are filled with zombies. It's so insanely clever how they do it. Of course, it's just brilliant magic misdirection. So when the explosion goes off, everyone looks at the explosion, and then there's all these different doors and places where the zombies can come out from. So they all just appear at once, and then everyone looks down, and they're surrounded in a zombie apocalypse. It's so freaking cool. I love Universal. They just kick the ass of any other theme park at Halloween. And don't get me wrong, you can have your favorite theme parks. You know, Disney do different things better. You know, all the different companies have their own sort of niche. But for Halloween, Universal smokes them, man. They smoke them. It's so great. And like, I don't feel like that's a spoiler for what they do, because that was years ago. They don't do that anymore. They do new things. They do different things now. I ain't gonna tell you what they do now, but it's still as cool as the coolest cool thing that's in a fridge and freezer. That's how cool it is. It's cooler than being cool. Ice cold. So yeah, highly recommend Universal for Halloween. Adrian, Glasgow, Dave, time is money, baby. And I won't waste your PS, your rapper name. Dave, that displayer. New York loves you, bro. Brother, thank you so much, man. $5, that's really kind of you. You know that's going to go towards probably watching the sewer system, because Lord knows I want to up my display game. I'm all in on this. So thank you so much for that. Having said that, before that comes out, we'll probably get some more Jada Street Fighter figures. So I think that's probably where that donation's going to go. But dude, thank you so much. Also, having said that, just, you know, paying daily food, groceries, and rent is probably another thing. Nonetheless, though, some of it will filter down. Badass action figures, brother. Thank you so much for that. That's really kind of you. Speaking of badass action figures, and speaking of Street Fighter as well, let me just show you what else turned up yesterday. So I came home with the crazy, awesome Strong Collectibles. There you go. So this was a present from Ace, from Random Toys. When we met up, he was like, yo, Dave, I know you wanted the Street Fighter 2-pack. It was your birthday a while ago. I got you a late birthday present. And there you go, just rocked up with it. So I've already given out about how awesome that was. But it was a Street Fighter themed day. Because then, once I got back home, after about 7 or 8 hours of toy hunting, we covered a lot of ground. We were toy hunting for a long time. Such a good time. Time flew by. When I got back home, I had waiting for me. Bam! Little evil Ryu, baby. Oh yeah, and genuinely, this is so beautiful. I mean, it's a good time to be a 90s kid. It's a good time to be a Street Fighter fan. So I'm so made up now. I really am. The Storm Collectibles one kind of worries me, because I'm like, oh gosh, now am I going to start getting the rest of the Storm Collectibles, because that's going to get expensive. And I just stick with Jada for the full collection. Then again, the Balrog, Zangief, and Sagatu look good, and Storm have the new Blanca coming out as well. You can't have 2 Street Fighter collections, Dave. You can't have 2 Street Fighter collections. We'll see. Nonetheless, though, this is just gorgeous. Absolutely Bayek is gorgeous. So I'm a little bit fuzzy from that, because it was just a happy day of good people, good times, great memories. You gotta love it. Gaming nerd, the spring locks scene would have been better with more blood and gore. It was alright with a PG-13 rating. Spring locks scene. I have no. Oh, are you talking about Five Nights at Freddy's? Okay, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But yeah, for a PG-13 horror movie, it seems like people did well with it. Dude, don't tell me that Storm Collectibles Guile is an awesome figure, because it's also $300. Maybe don't play that, okay? Because yeah, it does look awesome. It looks very awesome. But you know what? I'm sure Jada can do a fantastic job with it as well. Jada should do Men in Black toys, so Jada will make a Will Smith toy. Hey, you know what? Men in Black can be a fun franchise. They do some really crazy aliens. To be honest though, I mean, Jada, just finish the Street Fighters first. Once they finish the Street Fighters, then I'll know that it's safe to love again. Because I'm too used to being hurt. I'm too used to falling for an action figure line that says they're going to do a whole line of figures and then they stop halfway. And it's like, man, you had my heart for a second. Why did you betray me like that? I don't know squat about Street Fighter. The Storm Collectibles Street Fighter next to their Mortal Kombat stuff would be sweet to see. Man, I don't regret selling my Mortal Kombat figures. I do regret selling them a little bit. I think I needed to. There was just, I didn't have the space. I needed the money. I couldn't store them. They had to go. They had to go. Oh, David, Jada Smith. That's the joke. You know what? I didn't. It's too early in the morning. My brain is not switched on that much. Jada, Ace got it. Jada doing Will Smith figures. That sentence doesn't sound right. You picked up on that. That went completely over my head. Every time I hear Will Smith, I just feel sad. I just want the dude to be happy. He always looks so sad. I'm like, what happened to the Fresh Prince, man? I want good things for him. I want him to be okay. Dude, you couldn't have said a more agreeable statement. Looking forward to the Scarlet Spider. Brother, you ain't alone. I cannot wait for that boy to drop. Dave, what are your thoughts on the original Predator film? It ages oh so well. Such a manly film. Dude, honestly, I'll kind of agree with that assessment. It is the manliest film. Does that mean that women can't enjoy it? Absolutely not. Everyone can enjoy a manly film. It's you know what? I'll rephrase it. It's the most testosterone film. It's the most masculine film. It's just muscles, guns, and monsters. And what more do you need than that? That's amazing. And also, the reason it ages so well, two things. Two reasons why Predator ages so well. First of all, its setting. It's in the jungle. You're in the jungle. That can take place anywhere, anytime. The jungle is the jungle. So there's no fashion, there's no landmarks, there's nothing to date it, which is great. And then, practical effects. That's the big one there, the big one. Practical effects is what means that it ain't gonna age. If a practical effect looks good in the 1980s, guess what? It's still gonna look good in the modern days because it's real, it's there. The Stan Winston Predator mask is just incredible. The costume, makeup effects, everything, animatronics, it doesn't age. It just looks like a real thing because it is. That's why Predator's so wicked, man. Dude, if I go off on this much of a tangent about every film we talk about tomorrow, it's going to be a long live stream, but it's going to be fun. Paul from Night Court, aka Batman the Animated Series, yeah, Mark Hamill. That's I didn't know him from Night Court, but I knew him from Batman the Animated Series. Iconic, deep sounding sort of voice. Whenever I read Two-Face in comics, I of course read him with that voice. God bless him. Did you know JCVD, John Claude Van Damme, was going to play the Predator in the first movie, and the Predator had a vast but yeah, Gary, of course. I'm 42 years old, so I've seen, believe me, I've seen every Predator documentary, I've seen featurette, DVD commentary. Yeah, John Claude Van Damme was, when he was on set, he was playing the Predator for a short amount of time, and then they were like, his suit looks like ass, and Jean-Claude Van Damme is a nightmare to work with. And no, JCVD, the Predator is not going to be roundhouse kicking anyone. Apparently that was in hindsight, what people say is that was something Jean-Claude Van Damme said a lot. He was like, I feel like I should do more high kicks and things. I'm like, no, dude, that's not what the Predator does. But also, yeah, the Predator, like, its costume design was a praying mantis kind of thing. Didn't look good. But a lot of people have a misconception when they see behind the scenes footage that it was actually going to be bright red. And it wasn't. Like, the costume was bright red because that's what they were going to CGI out later. Or not CGI, because it was the 1980s, but like, I don't know, what you call it, like rotoscope or whatever, that's how they were going to do the camouflage look on top. But nonetheless, yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme, going to play the Predator. Predator always has a place in my heart. It's the first film I watched with my father as a child. I remember thinking it was G.I. Joe, then it got real. It became a horror movie real quick. That's really cool. Also, little sort of funny aside, kind of little nerdy film thing, is that in the movie Predators, that came out like 20 years later with Adrian Brody, where they're on a different planet and all the predators are hunting them, they have a scene where they find, one of the guys is being chased by a different alien, and that alien gets killed, I think. Either way, I think Lawrence Fishburne's character kills it. Regardless, that alien was the design of the Jean-Claude Van Damme original Predator costume. So that was a cool little in-joke way of bringing back that previous praying mantis looking design that was based on the original. So that's kind of cool. If you watch Predators and you see that scene, that's what the Predator would have looked like originally. And you can also think like, wow, that would have been a very different film. I actually want to get the NECA Alex Murphy. I'm surprised we haven't got Anne Lewis or Boddicker yet. Dude, I'm tempted. I'm real tempted by that NECA Alex Murphy. Because it's Murphy, man. I was always a little bit disappointed in myself that when I bought the Hot Toy like back in the day, there was a 2-pack. You could get a 2-pack with Back to Vanish, Robocop, and Alex Murphy. And I was like, do I need Alex Murphy? And ultimately I was like, nah, I just need Robocop. And then in hindsight, I realized I should have got Alex Murphy as well. So I think I might pick up the NECA Alex Murphy. He looks really cool. He does it really good. But yeah, if they did Lewis and Boddicker, if they did the whole Boddicker gang, I would get them. I would totally get them. And even if they did the Neil melting, the melting man, that would be so cool. They can do it. I mean, they do the thing, and all sorts of weird, disgusting monsters. They can totally do that. It'll take a lot of clever sculpting, but NECA's proven that that's not outside their realms of possibility. So I could see that being the case. I could see them doing it, and dude, I would love to see it, man. I would really, really love to see it. I got a Predator, and it's with the guy saying he thought it was a G.I. Joe. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's easy to think that if you don't know anything about the Predator, that it is just going to be an Arnold Commando action type movie. Except for the fact, and this is always a shame with the Predator, at the start of the movie, they show the Predator's spaceship flying through space and then, heading towards Earth. So that gives it away. That tells you that it's a sci-fi movie. I really think that was a mistake doing that. They really should have cut that scene out, and then you could just have it starting as an Arnold Schwarzenegger action commando movie, and then it goes crazy. That's the best way of doing it. That melting guy being hit by the car, I played over and over again with my toys. Dude, also, if you're a RoboCop fan and you haven't seen RoboDoc yet, go watch RoboDoc. In the UK, it's on Amazon Prime. It's on various streaming services, but RoboDoc for a RoboCop fan is just amazing. It's like 5 hours of behind the scenes making of RoboCop. It looks amazing. It's pricey, but I might get the NECA Ed 209 to go with RoboCop. You have 10 seconds to comply. I've always wanted to get another Ed 209. I got the Hot Toys Ed 209 back in the day when I was making stupid purchases for crazy money. And then I realized, I can't sustain this. I need to sell this now. So I sold the Hot Toys Ed 209 because I was like, I can't afford this. Why did I buy this? This is insane. But for a brief time I had him, and he was amazing. Dave, I'll be getting reissued Hush Superman for Christmas. Really needing Mayfix to do a reissue for Sensational Spider-Man. The only Mayfix Spider-Man with barely any QC issues. To be fair, yeah, that Spider-Man doesn't have any issues that I found with him, certainly. Brandon, you say you can't get it on UK Prime at the moment. That's weird, dude, because I literally watched it on UK Prime. I just used a VPN. So that's surprising. Maybe double check. Because literally just 2 days ago, I watched it using a VPN on Amazon Prime. So yeah, double, as Dad would say, double triple. It might have just had a little technical thing. Maybe it's fixed now. Dave, what do you think? I'll take pictures of me in the Johnny Cage outfit, then I'll give them a black and white filter, then I print and sign them. Dude, that's actually really fun. I like that. If you actually do the Johnny Cage autograph fatality, I like that. Jeez, now that I'm thinking of RoboCop, I'm so excited for that game. Dude, I didn't even think about the RoboCop game coming out. That's tomorrow for me. Isn't it November 1st or November 2nd? Either way, it's any day now. Oh, man. I gotta finish Spider-Man 2. I almost fell asleep playing it yesterday, but I was getting frustrated. I have to admit, I was getting a little bit frustrated playing Spider-Man 2 because it has difficulty spikes, and when those difficulty spikes spike, they spike hard. So there was a fight with the lizard. Again, no spoilers. This is just general stuff that from the game trailer and whatnot. There's a fight with the lizard where I must have died 8 times. And I'm like, this is not fun anymore. After the 3rd or 4th death, I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I just want to get through this damn lizard thing. Because I don't think it scales the difficulty. There are some games, I know Mortal Kombat does it, every time you die, it automatically makes it a little bit easier until eventually you get through it. With Spider-Man, I don't think it does that. So, you gotta keep grinding until you beat it. You can go into the options and make it easy. But Mama didn't raise a little bitch. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna beat it. But I was getting so frustrated. And then there were some other scenes as well where it's just, big gang battles where it's you versus 50 people. And I'm like, I kept on dying. And of course, with those ones, when you die, you gotta go back to the start of that battle and beat all the guys again. And then you're probably gonna die at the same point at the end as well. So I was getting frustrated. And I was getting more frustrated than I did playing the first Spider-Man game. So that was kind of annoying. I love Spider-Man 2. It's still a 5 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. But it did start to get very frustrating because the combat spikes just jump up and then it goes back to normal and you're just enjoying the game. So they could have fine-tuned that a little bit. I kept dying on the same boss fights, but I'm a combat god in Spider-Man 2, Dave. I beat him in 5 minutes. Okay, well, I need to practice. I really need to work on my spider skills. I 100% in Spider-Man 2. I can now uninstall it. Seriously, the PS5's hard drive is tiny. That's a good point, actually. I wonder if I'll be able to download RoboCop with Spider-Man still on there. Because, I'm not going to delete Spider-Man 2 until I do platinum it and 100% it. But, man, that's going to take me a long time. Ramen Toys, Ace, what he said, man, sounds like Edge of Tomorrow, always dying at the same point every time and repeat. Exactly. We were talking about Edge of Tomorrow, weren't we? Yeah, that's it. Except instead of dying and then learning your lesson and then surviving, it's just no, just dying and dying and dying until eventually you just fluke it. I'm pretty sure I just fluked it. I want to get RoboCop right when it comes out, but I have to get a storage extension for my PS5. I would delete some games, but I always go back and play the ones I have. I get that. I dig that. I think that, what am I trying to say? I really play one game at a time, so I can just chop and change back and forth. Michael, I heard Spider-Man 2 has boring social justice side quests. No, I don't. Not that I've encountered. I'm trying to think first of all, I wouldn't consider many things like social justice, but I can't think of any side quests that are like that. You find some musical instruments that were stolen from a museum. Well, that's your woke agenda there, retrieving museum items. I don't know. People get upset about anything, or people look for things to get upset about. Not you. I know you're just saying you heard people saying that. I can't see that argument anywhere. I don't know what the hell is a social justice side quest? That's just, I tell you what, anyone who says that, genuinely, I don't like calling people out or whatever. And again, that's not you. You're saying that people said that. Idiot. Just as idiots. Like, the social justice work, Spider-Man. No, it's not. No, it's really not. You just want something to complain about. So yeah, don't worry, dude. Don't worry. From playing it through, I have not experienced anything that I thought like, oh, this is a one-side quest. People are dumb. Honestly, and again, not you, man. I'm not going to use people saying that. People are so dumb. Console gaming is becoming like PC gaming, undercutting why you get a console from the start. No, well, dude, that is a big statement right there. PC gaming is BS. At least, console gaming, the biggest problem you have is just having the storage space. That's it. Occasionally you got to download a day one patch or whatever, but that's for everything. PC gaming, get out of here with you. Oh, I want to play Spider-Man 2, but I need an XD graphics card and my high-resolution VDX Mac. Get out. It's like, oh, my 1080p, 30 frames a second. So I'm like, PC, like, no, sorry, PC users. You made a choice. You decided to be a nerd for the rest of your life. Deal with it. Just grow up, get rid of the PC, and buy a console like real human beings. No, I can't get clarity at 60 frames per second. Maybe I put it in high performance resolution mode. Get out of here. Black hero rants about black musicians and culture. Apparently that's not allowed. I bet that is what people are getting upset about. He should not learn anything about people's history and just play Fortnite, I guess. That probably is what people are getting annoyed about. Yeah, there is a side quest where you retrieve these stolen instruments, and when you do, you get like a voiceover about, oh, this instrument was played by this guy, and he created like this like jazz music or whatever. It's so funny that I can't imagine how you could get upset by that, but I also completely understand that there are people who will be so mad about that. You're making me learn about music and different cultures. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. I wish I could get an updated gaming system. I don't have time to play enough to justify the cost. Having to crunch numbers and cut out expenses just to keep up with all the things I want. Dude, I hear you. You've got to make decisions. Especially for me, it's money and time. And time in particular. Like, there's so many games I would love to play. But I just don't have time because I'm working. I'm either like doing like my job, or I'm doing model behavior, which model behavior is a hobby. Like I love it. I love doing it. It's a choice, it's not a job. I want it to be a job, but we're a long way from having that. So it's just something that I want to do as a hobby. But man, it's just finding the time to be able to do all these things. They brain the senior creative director of Brian. That's my dyslexia there. The senior creator of Spider-Man 2 said, stay tuned because of the Murdoch and Nelson building from the first game. Ah, yes, apparently just, hints and rumors. There might be a little Daredevil stuff for DLC. I don't even know enough about all the technical stuff you're talking about. I just advanced beyond Spider-Man. Hang on. I just advanced beyond Super Nintendo a couple of years ago when I got a used Xbox One. Hey, dude, Super Nintendo was the bomb in the 90s. I'm on the final boss in Spider-Man 2, and whoa, it's such a good game. Graphics, controls, and gameplay, and so much more is amazing. What is the Venom in the thumbnail, Dave? That's the Life Foundation Venom. That's the Venom from the Life Foundation 3-pack. I just thought he's a character that you would find in the sewer. Venom likes to hang out in sewers, so I thought he'd look great on the Marvin sewer set. Ian, well, good, you said, man. I finished Spider-Man 2's main story yesterday. Masterpiece. Again, we are talking a lot about Spider-Man 2, and that's awesome, but make sure that we don't get any spoilers. I'm more than happy to hear, like, gameplay reviews and all that kind of stuff, but make sure there's no story spoilers in there. Brilliant story, lots of character depth, and meaningful arcs, plus Miles Peter MJ dynamic is perfect. That is really cool. I did like the way that they all interact and like they come off as real people. one thing that even I would be the first to admit I wasn't a huge fan of is in the game, Mary Jane. Like, I guess in the first game, maybe they felt like they made her too much of a damsel in distress. Well, don't worry if you felt that way, because in Spider-Man 2, she's a wrecking machine. Mary Jane is like the freaking Terminator. She just straight up like pile driving fools. It's quite funny. The Mary Jane stealth missions are basically Mary Jane just straight up tanking every single Craven henchman that comes her way. And again, I can understand how people like get annoyed by that. It's like, oh no, Mary Jane, she's overpowered. It's like, no, it's a game. You're supposed to be able to like do things in a game. But yeah, Mary Jane just batters Craven's henchmen. I'm like, wow, Craven, you have the worst henchman. You've got the worst henchman of any supervillain. Mary Jane is murdering these people. It's quite funny. There was a game called Hunted for the Genesis, or Haunted. My dyslexia, man, it's catching up with me. There's a game called Haunted for the Genesis where you haunt things and scare a family out of their house. That game you use a Pokemon name. Dude, I know, I'm thinking of Ghostmaster. There was a game called Ghostmaster on the PC, which I played for a bit, and then I stopped playing because it was the PC, and I didn't have the right drivers and graphics cards to make it work. But I was a little bit I really don't have that idea for a game of controlling ghosts. People whining about things being too woke are stupid. Companies try to appeal to the broadest possible audience to maximize profits. It's literally just capitalism. The action fees can't handle change. I tell you what, there's good and bad levels. I'll agree with that. But like it does go too far in different times, in different places. It can be too much where it's just pandering. If you want to see a good takedown of that, I highly recommend watching the new South Park episode. Absolutely fantastic. So great. Again, just the general synopsis is, Cartman discovers that all the kids in South Park are being replaced by diverse female characters, and he's like, what happened? What happened to my friends? They're all diverse females now, and it's such a great parody. It's a great takedown. And again, South Park, they play both sides. They poke fun and make fun of everyone of every political spectrum alignment. It just works so well, and it's so funny. Like they come to PC principal, and they're saying like, our friends are being replaced with diverse female characters. He's like, I see nothing wrong with that. Why is that a problem? That shouldn't be a problem. And they're like, but they just swapped them. Like there's no reason. And he's like, oh, so you're saying that people aren't allowed to have diverse people? And they're like, no. We want to see diverse people. Like, and they literally say, Miles Morales is awesome because he's his own character with his own story, drive, and motivations. What we've done here is just swap out one character for a different race. That doesn't make sense. It's so well done. It's so cleverly done. And actually, what's really surprising is it's actually quite sympathetic towards Kathleen Kennedy, who is, of course, the head of Star Wars, and a lot of people kind of demonize her for a lot of these decisions that they've made. And they actually present her in a very understandable, very human light, I think, where you realize that she's not some evil, wicked witch of the West trying to make everything woke. She's just like trying to do her best to make this work, and she's getting so much venom and bile and vitriol from people that it kind of skews your perspective on what works and what doesn't. Whew. So well done. So well done. And I think that at the end of the story, you'll come out as better people. And that's all you really want. Okay, anyway, sorry, I got completely lost in the weeds with the chats there. Let me try and catch up. What's going on here? Spider-Fan. I hope I get an update on my Deadpool and Bob 2-pack soon. Dang it, Hasbro, I want them now. They're keeping you waiting, are they? That's a bit of a tease. Some usual suspects just having my coffee pre-workout while getting entertained by one of the best toy streams around. Who are you watching? Have you got Articulated Ninja on? Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of him too. Oh, you mean me? It's very kind of you to say so. Although actually I was watching Articulated Ninja's live stream yesterday, and he had some really nice things to say about your old pal model behavior here. So shout out to Articulated Ninja, man. Thanks for Thanks for just, repping the rest of the toy community and being a good brother. Hey, Dave, what do you think of Spider-Shot? I think he looks like Superior Spider-Man, so if I see him in person, he'll go in the collection. I think it's a cool design. It's nothing that I'm, super excited about, but it's a good-looking design. I think it's on the retro Spider-Man body. I'm not an expert, but I think that's the one, which is a good body. It's got a little bit of extra tooling, like a little belt and a few other things. So that's kind of cool. As for the rest, I think the head sculpt is awesome. I love the head sculpt with the sculpted in eyes, very squinty, very just badass looking. Very cool. Got a big bang of Scarlet Spider-Kane in there, got a big bang of Superior Spider-Man. So if we can get those two guys, coming in the next couple of waves, that would be so good, man. That would be so good. I really wish they would release a classic Marvel Legend Daredevil. I hate that the one is stuck in a box set with two figures I don't want. You know it's going to happen eventually. In time, we're going to get a new single-release Daredevil. We'll probably have two heads and better accessories and all that kind of good stuff. But they just want to make sure. That everyone who wants Daredevil has bought that 3-pack first. You've got to buy the 3-pack first. Then you can get the single-release Daredevil. You'll remember Captain America's goofy-looking War Bonds costume. That's like a vertical for the last month for Halloween. Oh, it's like old school Captain America. That would be a fun costume. Diversity on the outside, clones on the inside seems to be their goal, really. Keep your thoughts and feelings locked up. Dude, that sounds quite philosophical, actually. I did watch the new South Park. I thought the Black Woman version of Carmen was hilarious. Love that Carmen was the source of all the hate. Yeah, that was a really funny revelation at the time, where it actually turns out all the hate, all the online venom, is actually just Carmen. There's no one else. Kathleen Kennedy is like, no, it was like 20,000 emails a day. And he's like, actually, it was 22,000. It's like, wait, it was all you? It's like, yeah, you made me mad. Kathleen Kennedy hate is just sad to me. Like, she's not out to make things awful. She's just doing what Disney wants her to do. Seeing the hate she gets makes me sad. Seeing anyone get that kind of vitriol is like, she's not an evil human being. She's a corporate executive. Maybe she's making decisions that we don't like. I know I don't like. Star Wars sucks. But I don't think it sucks so much that I'm going to send her an email. Being like, oh, you destroyed my childhood. Get out of here. Actually, did I save this message? I want to share this with you. I was commenting to Ace yesterday that it's crazy, like the amount of anger and honestly mean things that people send me. I got a comment on one of my videos saying, okay, and I quote, "You're kind of a dick. Be a better person. Everybody's complaining about kids' toys while the world is burning. Get the F over it and yourself. You are an asshole." Do you know what video that comment was on? My 101 facts about Marvel Legends that I made 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, I made a video, and someone tells me that I'm an a-hole for complaining about toys while the world is burning. I'm like, dude, so guys, I've got terrible news. I'm very sorry, but I have to cancel model behavior, and we're not allowed to talk about toys anymore until we have solved war, famine, world hunger, and everything else that's wrong with the world. We're not allowed to talk about toys. And Marvel toys, dude. Dave reading mean tweets is something that I have been meaning to do for a while. I think I might have to get onto that because we can play the Everybody Hurts music underneath, do the full shtick. I think, you know what? I might have to make that a picture on Twitter just to be a dick. Dave reads mean tweets. Bro, this guy took your existence as a personal insult. Quote Palpatine. It's treason, man. It's treason, man. These types of there are bigger problems comments makes me laugh. It's almost like people can care about more than one thing. Wild, I know. Or like, if the world is so bad, don't you want a bit of escapism every now and then? And also the other counter argument is, okay, what are you doing about it, pal? Like, exactly what are you doing to end war and solve world hunger? Do let me know, okay? The Kathleen Kennedy thing reminds me of when Katie Sackhoff got literal death threats for playing Starbucks in the 2004 Battlestar Galactica because Starbuck was a dude in the 80s show. I didn't even hear about that, but it sounds like, something that would happen. So yeah, doesn't surprise me. People are awful, but that's the thing. Generally, people are great. People are awesome. It's only the a-holes that are loud. Most people just quietly get on with their lives and, are nice human beings. And most of them rock up in my chat. Is any of y'all thinking about getting the young Anakin figure to display with a Black Series Darth Vader? Did anyone else see that the Night Troopers from Ahsoka are going to be made as a figure? I didn't know. I didn't know they were going to make Night Trooper figures. I mean, of course they would. It makes sense, doesn't it? They'd be big-time army builders, but they would look pretty cool. I mean, zombie stormtroopers, that's just kind of fun. Dave's All the Unhappy People video would be great. I think I might have to get onto that. I still think I should go and get a green shirt and brown pants for tomorrow and be shaggy. Then I'll just draw hair on my chin. I can easily grow a moustache, but nothing on my chin. Dude, hey look, my beard is slowly, finally connecting. I'm 42 years old and I still can't grow a decent beard. But as you can see, I've been cultivating it. I'm working, but like this, moustache and bottom beard. Never connected on this side. Connect on this side. It's fine on this side, but not on this side. Come on, God. Why did you give me these terrible beard genes? Which is also totally unfair, because my dad can grow a massive lumberjack beard. I'm like, why didn't I get those genes? Dave, you have to get sharp Manny Danku and Carl Peterson and Big Nerd will join you on the featuring me tweets. Oh, dude. That reminds me of that whole expression. I can't remember exactly how it goes. It's like, if everyone brought their problems together, then they would rather take their own problems back than share common stock. That's kind of the expression, which basically means no matter how bad you think your problems are, trust me, they're small compared to other people's. And that's why I would not want to do that with those other gents, because I'm sure that they get every bit as much hate and crazy nonsense as I do. Because I know that Jay Hernandez occasionally posts a funny, crazy message he gets, and I'm like, Jay Hernandez? How can you say anything bad about Jay Hernandez? He's the least offensive, friendliest, nicest sort of YouTuber out there. And people are still if you, Jay Hernandez. It's so crazy. I thought Star Wars 9 was one of the worst films I've ever seen. Didn't immediately go send Kathleen Kennedy 5,000 emails about how much she sucks. It's just a movie. People need to chill. Robin, isn't there beard oil and lotion to cultivate the growth of beard? Bro, you don't think I'm using that already? I'm on it. Displaying mustachioed behavior. Oh, actually, maybe I should do the little hipster turn up there. I'll work on it if it grows long enough. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Daybelline. Okay, that's gonna stick. Group. No, you see, Kathleen Kennedy literally ruined my childhood and kicked my dog. Lord, Jay Hernandez is sometimes crazy, but aren't we all? Oh, dude, yeah, he's the best type of crazy. I hope that we share the same kind of crazy. I think it's a very similar kind of thing. I've seen people say that Jay Hernandez looks like Kojima. What, Kojima, Hideo Kojima? Oh, gosh. Now that you know what, I was about to say, how? And then I'm like, well, actually, there is a kind of a similarity, actually. I can kind of see something there. What are the best Marvel Legends currently available? Dude, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a tough one, actually. I mean, what have I got behind me? Blob? Blob's great. After that, I mean, it's been a bit of a slow year, to be honest. X-Men 97 Wolverine is okay. Jeez. I can't really, nothing really jumps out at me. I mean, there's a lot of great Marvel Legends out there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating. I ain't hating. But I just can't I can't think of any Marvel Legends off the top of my head, like recent releases where I'm like, oh, you gotta get this. Blade looks cool. The new Blade in the Dibbly Doo, what's it, Mindless One? The new Blade in the Mindless One wave looks really cool. Jay Jimenez just loves symbiote Spider-Man and balance. What did he do to you? Exactly. This dude likes putting action figures in cool poses. I need to bring him down a peg or two. Speaking of beard, the character Tangerine from Bullet Train has great beard and hair. Dude, yeah, again, we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? Bullet Train, that movie's a good time. It's all good, Dave. My cousin is 1 year younger than you and can't grow a beard at all. Dude, there you go. I feel better. As long as someone else is struggling as well. Me, shaves above lip area, next day, stubble grows back. Yeah, dude, I do not have that type of hair follicle achievement. Hey Dave, would you want Spider-Man 2 figures made as legends? I kind of want 19 inches of Venom. I mean, who doesn't? For me personally, nah, I don't need them, but that's just me. And that's how a player's guts to be. I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people really, really do want those Spider-Man figures. So I wouldn't want to deny them that. So if they make Gamerverse figures, I got no problem with that. I got no horse in this race. As long as they don't put them in comic book waves, which you know they would do. That's why I don't want them to make comic. What am I trying to say? Jeez, come on, Dave. That's why I don't want them to make Gamerverse figures, because they're gonna put them in comic book waves, probably with a Build-A-Figure, and I'll be like, I don't want to buy this just to get the Build-A-Figure, but then I obviously will end up doing so. However, having said that, the symbiote suit in Spider-Man 2 looks freaking sweet. So I would honestly, if they did make a symbiote suit from Spider-Man 2, I think I'd be tempted. I think I'd be real tempted to get it. I really would. Is Blob back to normal now in the comics? I think he was wished away by Scarlet Witch, a lazy way to remove characters. I don't know. I think he is. I think I saw him pop up in Krakoa at some point, but I really haven't been reading those issues closely. Why are we talking about beards now? I just shaved mine. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, you can't comment then. I'm afraid this conversation is beards only. I'm actually going to be changing the channel to displaying beard behavior. So, gaming nerd, I'm going to have to ask you to return your membership card. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, you had a good run. You had a good run, but it's over now. But it's over now. Go on and take a bow. Man, did you see Wade's review on Luke Cage? Oof! Luke Cage is rough, and when you lift up his arms all the way for a T-pose, he has skin showing around his arms for no reason. Not a good look. Not a good look. I haven't seen that review, but I am a fan of Wade, so I might have to go check that out. Did anyone pre-order the Loose Collector Werewolf today? That figure looks good. It does look good. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I might have to. I'm trying to be very... he says surrounded by action figures. I'm trying to be more conservative with my action figure choices, but that werewolf does look fire, baby. It looks fire. I just shaved mine too. It's my dad's fault for shaving half of it in my sleep. Your dad shaved half your beard in your sleep? Holy moly, that's some quality parenting right there. Dave, how many memberships till we unlock a Bully Dave video review? Total parody, of course, not really me. Dude, I hadn't even thought about that. It's difficult to keep track of channel memberships because, you know, they automatically renew or delete or whatever. More. There's no upper limit. You're gonna subscribe more. That's all I'm saying. Just pre-ordered the Grey Werewolf. I'm excited. Tell you what, when we hit 50,000 subscribers, I'll do a video where I just bash every other action figure YouTuber. I mean, just roast them, just draw them over the coals, talk trash about them, call them out. There you go. That's what I'll do for 50,000. 50,000 subscriber celebration. Dave alienates the entire community. I'll wear black, I'll part my hair over to the side. I'd love to have it going over my eyes like proper Toby Maguire, but let's face it, this hair ain't growing that long. It's not Bully Dave if he's reading other bullies' comments. Oh no. Oh, I'll get all my own bully comments, don't you worry about that. I just got an email from Hasbro that said Deadpool and Bob left the warehouse. I hope that's good. Dude, he's going to be on their way to you any day now. I wonder what characters they will add for the next Avengers wave in the classic Wasp for Giant Man. Who do you think they will add? Alright, now, you know what? I saw we've just gone over the hour, but I'm actually, what can I say? I'm enjoying the conversation. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to refresh my cup of coffee. So, you know that I hate leaving the channel unattended in case some new person comes along and they're like, well, there's no one here. So I'm just going to turn this around over here, and I'm going to go get my coffee. But I'm actually wearing pants, so it's kind of going against the grain of model behavior. But, yeah, a little behind the scenes magic there. So I'm going to go refill my cup of coffee. I'm still here. Don't worry. You'll talk amongst yourselves for a second. We're just bored with the kettle. No, we'll be right back. Actually, no, I've been YouTubing, so it's so wrong now that actually the water's not as hot in the kettle as I thought it was. So it might take a little while to start brewing or bubbling. So I'll just come back here for a little bit and just wait for the kettle to start whistling. Yeah, we're old school. We're old school here. We have a whistling kettle. I get meaning to upgrade it, you know, get a nice little plug-in one. But you know what? I kind of like the old analog style. And melted combat. This is one thing actually I wanted to have a little rant about because you know, suggesting he might be. I but what kind of a world do we live in, ladies and gentlemen? Where a coffee shop does not have a public toilet. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to get too scatological here, but if you are a shop selling coffee, you are literally selling poop juice. How can you not have a public convenience in your store? I've encountered this a couple of times. I mean, like any normal human being, I have to juice in a public place. But like, if you have to, then, you know, needs must. And how do you have a coffee shop that sells pretty much a laxative and not have a public toilet? Just unacceptable. When Dave opens up Moral Behavior Coffee, first thing I'm going to do is have a state-of-the-art bee's knees public convenience. Which, of course, you know, you can only use if you're a customer. Paying customer, got to have a little code to get in. I mean, that goes as standard. Not have any old riff-raff use my toilet. But if you're buying a coffee, then you better believe you're going to be able to sit down on the porcelain throne afterwards, because Lord knows you don't want to get caught short afterwards. Right, that was a nice little rant, and took me right up to the kettle boiling. I'm going to do an extra half hour, which, you know, I think I will, because we're kind of on a roll. Like, this is a really fun live stream. So here we go. Let me slide on back in here. Hang on. Oh, so many cables. So many cables. So many things for me to trim up and knock over. Oh. And we're back. Still with pretty much the same number of viewers as well. I guess the talk held your attention. Why the heck not? Okay, where are we at? What's going on? Bro, Japan have the best toilets on the planet. Mostly spotless, and I can't live without washlets anymore. I can never use British public conveniences ever again. Dude, I agree with you. The hardest part about going home is that we're not going to have, you know, the bidets anymore. I mean, that's just, it's a game changer, and it baffles me that in the modern world, we're not even using the 3 seashells. When are we going to get the 3 seashells? In the UK and in America, we're still just wadding up rolls of paper. Crazy. Unbelievable. Speaking of cables, the stream quality is consistent today. Ramen Toys, thank you so much, dude. I'm so happy to see it. Yeah, love to see it. Didn't have to buy myself a capture card yet. But if I want to upgrade my game, I might have to do that. And if I do, you better believe I'll be messaging you going like, yo, Ace, what do I do? How does this work? But hopefully, you know, the stream quality seems to be behaving itself, so we good. Still wondering on your thoughts for the next Avenger wave for Giant Man. Yeah, now that Giant Man is funded, which came as a surprise. Again, I was surprised that Giant Man funded. At first I thought it was going to be a slam dunk, but then when the numbers slowed down as much as they did, I was like, oh geez, I guess we're not going to get him. But then, whew, we came through it. in the clutch, we managed to get hold of it, which is nice. Still, I'm still not saying like, oh yay, HasLab great. No, HasLab sucks. We should just get normal figures released as they normally should be. But nonetheless, I'm happy with the game Giant Man. And if we get an Avengers wave to kind of complement that release, then yeah, exactly the same things we've been talking about ever since they launched the campaign. Yellow Jacket, Gold, what was it, Mark II, Iron Man, a different Ultron, all sorts of stuff. Gravitron. Gravitron. Regardless. The gravity. And so many others as well. I just bought the AOA Magneto and they have the Cyclops, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of that Cyclops. Score, hold your fire. Hold your fire on Cyclops, because in about a year's time, maybe more than a year, because these things take so long, but we're going to get a Mayfex age for Apocalypse Cyclops, and he looks we've already seen the black and white render. It's not black and white, it's the unpainted render. But it looks good, man. I asked for Ragnarok for Christmas. Maybe I can customize the eyes to be the regular Thor. Watch the second I customize the eyes to be the Thor. Guarantee it. Funny that Ghostbusters Ghost Trap funded in days. Hey, Ghostbusters, I guess, like there's a lot of Ghostbusters fans out there. That's where you realize sometimes that like as much as we love Marvel Legends and the assorted action figures, like we are such a teeny tiny little niche of collectors, and then something that's more mainstream, possibly like just Ghostbusters. It's got a big old following. No, Dave, you can't say Hasbro sucks. You need to make multiple run videos while looking very depressed and like you desperately need a hug. I don't know what you're talking about, Fuzzy. I know what you're talking about. No, Dave, not a year's time, 2 years. Unfortunately, if we're talking about Mayfex, yeah, it might be 2 years' time. You know what? It'll be worth the wait. I think he's going to look badass. Mayfex AOA Cyclops needs to be colored, then solicited, then delayed for 6 to 12 months. The Mayfex cycle of life. Dude, I collect Mezco. Okay, so I'm used to the pain, alright? I'm used to the hurt. I'm still waiting for the Fantastic Four. So, yes, it's okay. I'll drink to that. One day, we're gonna get the Fantastic Four from Mezco, but it's not gonna be today. Tomorrow doesn't look good either. Pimtron would be an amazing figure. Pimtron is a cyborg version of Ultron and Hank Pym, and it looks gnarly. Dude, I agree, and I love that story as well. Guys, if you haven't read it, this is really, really cool. I don't know what led up to it, but basically Hank Pym was missing, presumed dead. I think there was a fight with Ultron in deep space, and it was assumed that they both died. And then this character comes back to Earth, and it looks like Ultron, but with half of Hank Pym's face. And he basically says, like, guys, it's me, it's Hank Pym, I defeated Ultron, and we kind of merged, but like, it's me, it's Hank, and like, it's cool. And of course, the whole question is like, did Hank absorb Ultron? Or did Ultron absorb Hank? And that's the big question. And honestly, I can't remember how it's resolved, but I'm pretty sure Ultron absorbed Hank, and it's not good. It's a cool story, and yeah, it'll make an awesome figure, really cool figure. Hasbro needs to make a figure of the Wall, he's the best Spider-Man villain, and we haven't had one. WTF, Hasbro. War fans, there you go, they're a passionate bunch. Dave, I love Monday Night Football, but I like listening to you. Yeah, you damn right. I mean, I'm not a Monday Night Football fan, but if I'm competing against Monday Night Raw, and we're doing okay in the numbers, I'll take that, man. I'll take that. Hi, Dave. I've been watching the channel for a while now. Great energy and good people. I don't know anyone who shares these hobbies, so I'm in, man. Subscribed. Jesse, I haven't said this for a long time, but welcome to the party, pal. Good to have you here, Jesse. Thanks, man. I'm not gonna be today, tomorrow, month, year, or decades. Don't tell me that. I'm holding out hope that the Fantastic Four will drop early next year. I'm thinking early next year is going to be the case. I want Hasbro to make waves from classic comic events instead of all over the place waves. I would just like some consistency. You know, I love the Age of Apocalypse wave, because that was, like, what was it? 7 Age of Apocalypse figures, and an Age of Apocalypse Build-A-Figure. Perfect, that's great, that's wonderful, that's just what we want. If the Mezco Fantastic Four don't release in 2024, the world is cruel and broken. Well, here's hoping. In that case, Mezco, pressure's on, lads. Pressure's on. You guys need to deliver this, or else Fuzzy Barbarian is just going to give up all hope. And you know what? I don't blame you either, man. We need a smaller giant man so we can put it next to the old Toy Biz Build-A-Figure and a giant man later when he comes out. You know, a lot of people have said this. I don't want that. I only want one Hank Pym. I don't have the space for multiple giant men. To be honest, I don't have the space for the HasLab giant man, but somehow we're going to figure things out. Weird question. Do you have any tips for cleaning and dusting toy shelves? I did a dusting last Sunday and didn't finish until 2 a.m. My ass cheek still hurt all the squats from picking stuff up. Dude, that's always my biggest problem with action figure collecting is the dust. The dust is always a massive issue. And that's actually, honestly, that's why I sold so many of my Marvel Legends. I sold them because I was like, this is just a dusting problem. I don't even enjoy having these anymore. They just sat on the shelf covered in dust down at my like ankle level where I don't even see them. Like, what are they doing here? So I was happy to get rid of them just to have less to dust. But that's where you want display cases. Get yourself some nice Dettol display cases. Have the little strip that goes around the door so the dust and you can't get in. That's what you need to do, man. We're just seal them up. Just gonna seal them up. Fill it, not seen it for a while now. Man, I hope we bring back Claw. He was fantastic. Best character in my movies. He was having way too much convention fun. Dude, I couldn't agree more. You know, people loved Killmonger, and he was great. But Andy Serkis as Claw, he was so much fun. Know what I'm afraid of? Cuttlefish. So much fun. He was eating, he was gobbling up the scenery. Like Gollum with a fresh fish he had just yanked out of the river. He was terrific. I was so disappointed when they just unceremoniously killed him off. After just giving him this cool Robo Claw hand. And I'm like, did you get rid of him? Nah, they need to bring him back. Just say that he wasn't dead. It was a flesh wound. That's all. Clearly, Henry McCoy and Hank Pym and Henry Cavill are the greatest heroes. Listen to their names, and you know. A little Henry bias going on there, perhaps, maybe. I don't know if I'll give away any of my toys. I'm afraid they'll be like Woody and the gang from Toy Story, and they'll get sad if I get rid of them. You know what, dude? Don't anthropomorphize your toys. It's too hard to sell things then. I love how DDMB says Dettol. Dettol. How else would you say Dettol? Detolf? Is that how you Yanks say it? Detolf? I'm gonna go put my action figures in my Detolf. Is that how it's pronounced? No. It's Detolf. I'm going to put my toys in my Detolf and then have a cup of tea and a cucumber sandwich. That's how we roll. I wonder that not all English people. I think Daku would be like, pow! I'll put my action figures in a Detolf. That's my Daku impression. And that's done with love. Daku's awesome. For a second, I thought Northern Nomad was the fonts. There's a similarity separated at birth, maybe. Aussies say Detolf too, but IKEA stopped making them anyway, rest in peace. Oh, can you not get them from IKEA? That's a shame. That IKEA was always like the go-to for Detolfs. Detolfs. Yeah, that does sound quite Australian. I'm gonna put my action figures in a Detolf. I was once told by an acting coach the best way to do an Australian accent is just to pretend that you're squinting. Because that's probably like where the accent came from, because most people who went to Australia, they didn't have sunglasses back in the day, so they were just squinting. So if you squint your eyes, then it kind of makes you sound like you got this sort of Aussie kind of accent, and that's how you do a good Australian accent, or in my case, a bad Australian accent. I'm not good with accents. Yeah, I've seen Toy Story too many times, just like I've seen Shrek and Megamind 2. I can quote the entire movies. Dude, I'm the same with Robocop. Very, very different movies to watch as a kid, but Robocop I can do line for line. This is Media Break. Give us 3 minutes, and we'll give you the world. Hi, I'm Casey Wong with Jess Perkins. Don't worry, I'm not going to do the whole Robocop script, but I could. Hey, Dave, do you think it would be... Hang on. Let me try that again. All right, come on, Dave, focus. Hey, Dave, who do you think would be one of the weirdest Marvel Legends figures if it was made? I think Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin would look really weird. He's basically a wall. Yeah, Kingpin would just be a brick. So maybe not the best thing for the shelf. I'm surprised they haven't done the rest of the Spider-Verse characters like Robo Spider. Help me out. Oh gosh, SPDR. You know, yeah, that's the one. Sorry, I was just had a little brain freeze there. Seeing the gameplay to the side really makes me hope there'll be an Ultimate Alliance 4. I've never actually played any of the Ultimate Alliance games. I need to give those a try sometime. Thank you for everything you do for us. I'm a huge fan. You bring me a lot of joy. Expeditiously after my brain injury. Dude, well, I mean, gosh, I hope you recover soon. I'm glad I can add a little bit of joy. And I think that should also be the tagline for Model Behavior. Model Behavior. Good for people with brain injuries. That's like, well, that explains a lot. Guys, that's what we said, like, oh, Dave, do you get much feedback from people? Yeah, they mostly suffered brain injuries. But seriously, joking aside, thank you so much, man. And I hope that you can, heal up and do well. Dude, I've had my fair share of brain injuries as well. Actually, I had a serious concussion many years ago, and I have suffered from memory loss and all sorts of things. So, yay, brain injuries are fun. Luckily, it hasn't affected me too much. But yeah, they're definitely something to contend with, so I hope you're healing up well. I found practically quite the entire movie of Cold Vengeance from X-Men the Animated Show. Oh man, Cold Vengeance, I don't remember that specific episode, but I think I must have seen it at some point. Hey, brain injuries can be good if it trims out the sad parts. Kids seem pretty happy out of not knowing things. Dude, if I could eternal sunshine of the spotless mind, various parts of my memory, believe me, I would do 100%. If I could just Jim carry that, go into the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind machine, totally do that. Also, I would do that to eliminate the entire MCU Phase 1 to 3 saga, just so I could watch it again. How cool would that be? Just forget Phase 1 to 3 and then watch the whole thing from scratch. And then be like, wow, what comes next? And people can go, it's alright, Dave. Don't bother. Well, Spider-Man No Way Home. You can watch that. Besides that, you're good. It disappoints me we'll probably never see Scorpion in the MCU again. Such a waste of a brilliant character if that's the case. I hope that's not the case. I mean, I appreciate it might be, which would be a real shame because I forget his name, but the actor is awesome. I love him from Far Cry and then Better Call Saul. He'd be a great Scorpion, but yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Spider-Man. Wolverine versus Sabretooth rematch, that was the cold one, wasn't it? I remember finding it weird. One swipe from Sabretooth practically left Wolverine comatose for 2 episodes earlier. Yeah, hey, sometimes the characters are as strong as the writers need them to be. I feel like we need more goofy Marvel Legends, like the Eye Guy. I would buy a figure of someone like Almighty Dollar any day. Dude, I don't know Almighty Dollar, but I'm all for wacky, goofy characters. I love that. My favorite reviewer by far. Love your positivity and speaking truths. Thank you for putting a smile on my face, John. That's what we do here, buddy. That's what we do. My favorite reviewers, just because no one asked, but my favorite reviewers are probably Unparalleled Universe, Genres Prime, Jay Hernandez, Articulated Ninja, X-Manny. Oh geez, I shouldn't have started. There's too many, actually. I just spend the next hour listing YouTubers. Basically, everyone's awesome. Gotta love them. And everyone's really different as well. I think like the 5 I just listed there are completely diverse, different sort of creators, and that's really fun. Speaking of No Way Home, are you excited for your pre-orders, Dave? Haven't found a spot to put them yet. Definitely haven't found a spot to put them, but I am very excited to get Green Goblin and Doc Ock. What I'm sort of surprised about was the SH Figure Arts Green Goblin is available in Japan, but he's pretty expensive. Like he's as expensive as he would be if you're buying him in America. Like I would have thought, come on, SH Figure Arts, Japanese company. Like surely it's going to be cheaper in Japan. Nope. It's really expensive. Man, I gotta plug my computer in. Because we've been going so long. We've been going so long that we're gonna run out of juice and moral behavior. We don't run out of juice, baby. We stay juiced up to the max. That sounds weird. You know what I mean, though. There you go. Okay, we ain't going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, I'm turning into Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. If I delete loads of my favorite movies from my brain and rewatch them the first time. Jurassic Park, Ghost Run, Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day. Are you kidding me? Imagine getting to marathon those for the first time. Dude, I would delete Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jaws, RoboCop, Terminator 1 and 2. Oh my goodness. So many movies I could watch for the first time again. Oh, plus all of Breaking Bad. Delete all of Breaking Bad and watch it again. Disney owns Predator and Aliens. They could do one-shot specials like the comics, a Predator versus Wolverine, the film. Why don't they do them both? Hey, they could do so much more. Like they have so much more potential things they could do. Maybe one day. Ben Reilly can fight Green Goblin and Doc Ock, right, Dave? On my action figure shelf, you're damn right he can. In fact, Ben Reilly, he owes some payback to the Green Goblin. That was one thing in the stupid dark web storyline I actually really liked was Ben Reilly as Chasm actually beat the bejesus, beat the brakes off Norman Osborn. That was great to see. It's like, oh, my boy Ben's finally getting some retribution. So that was really cool. I wish they'd done a bit more with it. Like just made it more of a big deal. But that was really great. Yeah, Ben Reilly as Chasm, like the turntables. So it's good guy Norman Osborn getting battered by villainous Ben Reilly. That was cool. I saw that and I was like, okay, well at least this terrible story has some saving grace. I would delete Dark Knight, Your Name, Winter Soldier, and Blue is the Warmest Color, my favorite movies. I would delete Dark Knight and then just not bother watching it. I'm kidding. But I would delete Dark Knight Rises. I would delete that and be like, no, I'll just save some space. I don't need Dark Knight Rises. Finished PS5 Spidey 2 story last night. Honest evaluation was good, but the story was not as good as the first game and Miles Morales game. I forgot I still need to finish the Miles Morales game because I didn't finish it in time for the sequel to come out, so I got to get back to that. Venture Brothers is gold. I love the Fantastic Four, I love the All Fantastic Four where Human Torch flames up and suffers an invisible woman just her skin is invisible. Ew. Okay, I've not watched Venture Brothers. Dave, to be honest, you would buy the F out of Jackal Ben Reilly. I want it myself. Dude, I would do, but only to be a Ben Reilly completionist. How are you enjoying Spider-Man 2? It seems the reception is all over the place. A lot of channels hating on the game, but also a lot of praise. I haven't seen anyone hating on it, which is probably a good thing for my algorithm. It means that my algorithm isn't putting grumpy, hate-filled YouTubers my way, because I've not heard any really negative comments. I've heard that some people like the game more than others, but I've not heard anyone hating on it. Again, we were talking earlier about some people like complaining about woke Spider-Man and stuff, and if I'm not getting those videos in my feed, I'm doing something right. So I'm okay. I'm enjoying it. Doc Ock is going to be lots and lots of fun to pose with those articulated arms. Imagine holding Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's going to look great. It's going to look really great, hopefully. Dark Knight Rises is good for three things: the climb, the ending, and Anne Hathaway in leather. I will go with the third option, and that's it. But I will actually raise you Tom Hardy's Bane. I love Tom Hardy's portrayal. I wish he had Venom. I wish they had more comic booky with it. That was always a big failing, I feel, for the Christopher Nolan movies, was he was like, no, this is art. We can't be comic booky. And it's like, you're adapting a freaking comic book, pal. Alright? So I wish they'd done more with Bane. And also just not made him like a hired goon, basically, which is kind of what he was. Yeah, he was cerebral and whatnot, but he was still basically a lackey. Marvel should 100% introduce Marvel versions of the Alien and Predator stuff into the Marvel universe. Predators to flesh out Cosmic Marvel and Weyland-Yutani and Aliens for the 2099 universe. Dude! That's a really fun idea, actually. Although maybe they could do like the Marvel spin, and it would be like Roxxon Yutani. That could kind of like make sense in the Marvel universe. Roxxon fills the gap of Wayland. So actually, yeah, like Roxxon Yutani, I kind of like that idea. Or even just triple barreling, like a legal firm. Wayland Yutani Roxxon. That's kind of a mouthful. Well, let's call it WYR or something. I'm just spitballing. I'm spitballing. Blade Trilogy, Dave, thoughts. Blade Trilogy is like that meme you see of the horse, where it's like, you know, drawn beautifully at the front, and then like not quite as good in the middle, and then just like a stick figure at the actual front. That's the Blade Trilogy right there. Although to be honest, to be completely honest, I think Blade 2 is the better film. From start to finish, I think Blade 2 is the better film. But the original Blade has more cool, badass moments. So it's a case of like, do you want the occasional cool, badass moment, or do you want a more complete film? That's sort of my take on that one there. But also, I rewatched the original Blade not that long ago, and like, there's a lot of stuff you could trim out. Like, especially in that third act. In the third act, where they're setting up the big cult ritual thing, it just goes on and on and on. You could shave 10 minutes off of that scene where Blade's unconscious and he's being strapped up, and the blonde vampire lady's talking to the people, and it's all exposition, and like it's just, and then his mother's there. We don't need the mother. It just goes on for too long. It's a drag. It's a real drag at the end there. So it could have been a tighter movie. Why do you think Venom is so silly in the Sony Venom movies? I get that he was cheesy in the old comics like Lethal Protector. These often seem to be scary and dangerous. Yeah, it's just bad movies. Bad movies, badly made, badly written. Just bad. That's it. Someone had a creative idea, someone had the creative vision, but that's what they wanted their Venom to be. And in my opinion, it's unwatchable. I can't stand watching this Tom Hardy Venom movie, which is such a shame. Because Tom Hardy's awesome. When he was directed and told and produced to be this like sweaty, jittery, like just irritating. What's going on? That was Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock, and then Venom was even worse. I mean, how can you talk about bad garbage writing? Like how does he get the name Venom? Oh well, in this alien world, they actually just have human names. He's like, oh, my name is Venom. And on my planet, I was considered a bit of a loser. Like, that's what you're writing. That's the script. That's the story you're presenting. Just, wow. You are a professional screenwriter in Hollywood. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Right, gang, you know what? I gotta go. We hit the hour and a half mark. It's time to move on. Time to start my day. I gotta go to work. So gang, thank you so much, everyone who's been a part of the live chat. Thank you so much for the super chats as well. That was massively appreciated. Thank you for those. That's awesome. And gang, this has been a blast. I love live streaming with you all. So, when I finish work, I'm going to film another episode of Good News, because there's a whole bunch of new stuff to talk about. And you better believe boy Dave's going to be talking about it. So, gang, thank you for watching. And until next time.
Okay, yeah, that's what I watch more research. Because when you go to partially monetized, probably, right? It has to be, right? It has to be, right? Otherwise, why you do that? But, of course, but that's their audience, man, and their audience is like, oh, hot girl bad. It's all about the movie. It's all about the movie. Well, people should have self-control. Yeah, big fuck, he gets a and he kind of said it with like how the inflection of how he said, I don't even know what this is. Like, well, you know what, Greg? Congratulations. When you go to a link tree, and you go in and let me see if I can pull this up. You go to a link tree, and it's all you know, OnlyFans, free this, nothing under 18, right? And
So what does this have to do with the guy saying he wants to murder her? Who gives a shit? The sex trade is the oldest trade in the book.
Very close to that kinky ass. You know.
Yeah, hello, Luna, how are you?
people will say, you're shaming sex workers.
I'm not, no, well, yes, you are, but you're saying that she's asking for this. Why?
And he can protect me.
Sweetie is not sexualizing herself. I know, I mean, she has more revealing stuff before the photo shoots, but Liana Gersner, she has, like, shows where she does it. But like I said, dude, they're like, where is she? Go to my fucking mall right now, and then you can, that's what I'm saying, go to Walmart. You can probably see more titties there than you can online. At like 1 in the morning, because women show cleavage. Should they all be stalked?
I'm just calling it like it is, man. Like, I'm just calling it like it is. When you invite this in, when you put this out there, this is the company that you keep, right? And you can be pissed at me all you want about this, and I don't think anybody should ever have to receive a phone call like that, to be very clear. But I think your likelihood of receiving a phone call like that is very high when you're releasing pictures and you're posting on your account, you know, pictures like this. You're saying, oh
my god, she's wearing a bathing suit with a book literally over her vagina. How many, you could go to Instagram right now and find a billion random women that are doing that. Are they just inviting stalkers? Should no woman wear a bikini ever again? Craig, come on, dude.
no makeup and forehead reveal, you're welcome. And she has a book right between her, you know, coochie over here.
Like, Instagram bikini photos is one thing, but then she's just like that one in particular where she's like pulling her pants a little bit down. The reality is there's a lot of mentally ill people on the internet that are gonna take that as an
Yeah, even that women that don't sexualize themselves. Look at the guy, but they won't bring this shit up. Look at the slow-mo guy with him and his, I don't know if they're wife now, but girlfriend. They were living this fucking psycho. It was like, she's too hot. He, like, Gavin, I think is his name, doesn't deserve to be with her. He was gonna go kill him. Then he heard the sirens for the cops come, because I guess they saw that the psycho was coming through security, so they called the cops and he blew his own brains out. She doesn't have an OnlyFans. They won't bring this shit up. They'll never bring it up. Don't say things that are logical.
see that. She's talking about me.
They want to blame someone else for them not getting it. I mean, these guys are more, what's up, baby, how are you? More than welcome to riff off of them. Yeah, you're right. It's not my fault I can't get pussy.
And like, it's,
Yeah, was that slow-mo guy's girlfriend doing anything? No. But you'll never hear them talk about it. Because that would diffuse their point. That would be like, diffuse their point instantly.
that's the reality of the situation. And then you provoke a response like that, and then you act like, oh, what could I have done to stop this? Well, not posting photographs of food and writing that kind of
Who is this guy at the bottom anyway? Like, I watched a page ride at First Ring Christmas.
company text as well, you know.
Well, and when you listen to the guy's voice,
God, what like you're from like, oh, it's good to know your girlfriend hated to meet you. That shit likes me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
that this guy has something wrong with him. Right?
Genius take, right? You are. It's very clear this guy has something. Oh, no shit. It's very clear that this seltzer was made with water.
What? Go away.
It's very clear. And there's people in his audience like, damn, that's a genius take. Right? He's mentally ill. No shit, of course he is. Wow. Heard all the sex workers are entertained, but not asking for stalkers. Like, yeah, dude, you should be able, like, they're sex workers, so what? And again, I've given plenty of examples of people who don't do the OnlyFans stuff. And they deal with it too, including me. Not anymore as much, but I did. Was anyone, well, minus Ralph, was anyone wanting to fuck my ass? Why am I just saying, let's just, you know, they don't sound normal, right? They have some sort of mental illness attached to them. And John Graham is an exciting man. I don't know anything about it, but Thorne I let out earlier seems more exciting than he does right now. Obviously, you know, yeah, it's just, yeah, everyone fucks. Everyone wants to have sex.
I think that's the bigger conversation here, right? Is that there's a giant mental health issue in obviously the United States, but I think all of North America, right?
Who wants to place bets he's against Medicare for all and giving the people that would need mental health services? Can't afford them? Sucks for you. I don't know if that's his take. I don't know if maybe he'll surprise me. He'd be pro Medicare for all, which is not free, by the way. But if I was a betting man.
And in the gaming space in particular, it's exponentially worse than in other hobbies. I think it's very clear to see. I've said this, you know, a dozen times on this podcast, and that's tough. That's tough, man, because I wish it wasn't the case, but that's the reality of it. And when you're lowering your G's and saying, "Come get it, big boys."
What about all the examples I just gave? There's Craig. I think you've dealt with issues too, haven't you?
Well, guess what? Some big boys are gonna want to come get it. So when she's...
Well, here's the thing. He may have not, actually. You know what? If you're coming up to Providence again with this grifter shit, unfortunately, Craig, you're going to. Your take about this may not, it wouldn't change because he has the grift, but you may not admit it, but in your head may change. Like, oh wow, it doesn't matter if you're a girl sexualizing yourself or you're just an asshole like me. You're gonna deal with psychos.
You know, am I shaming her? Absolutely not. Do I think if she's so...
You just called her a thought, or Blabs just called her a thought. Give me a break, dude.
Off her body? Do I think she's a whore? Absolutely. Will I tell her that? Absolutely. Do I hate the term sex worker? Yes. I think the term sex worker is a cop-out, and I think that anybody who sells their body should be shamed for it.
Well, at least he said it. I don't know the fart. I sound like I'm
That's just my personal thoughts. But I don't know if she's more upset at the guy or the fact that she put herself in this situation.
I wasn't really she put herself in that situation.
You think that's the realization?
Oh my god, I wish they would never have me there.
I don't think she knows that.
Do they know, like, she's not fucking for money, Craig? You do realize that, right?
That all these the things she does in her career
to happen to everyone.
Okay. Speaking
It
of
might
stalking,
be a possibility.
That's interesting. That could be the.
Wow, holy crap. You said it towards the very end when people probably stop watching. Yeah, it's amazing. You don't have to be showing off your body and people would still stalk you.
Okay, so I'm not sure what to make of it exactly. She might really believe she lives in a world where there aren't people that should react that way.
Did Sniper Wolf want to eat Jack's Phillips' ass? She showed up to his house.
You know, the way that they do.
There's nothing you can do to definitely stop.
Oh, this fucking guy. Metallica wannabe.
But there are definitely things you can do to instigate it, and also things you can do to kind of diminish it a little bit, right? So, and also it has to do with the kind of content that you make. For example, people who do like content based on gaming and nerdy stuff, especially guys, I in my experience, from what I observe, don't deal a lot with that.
What? Oh my god, this is... On this episode of 4 of the worst takes ever.
But people who deal with music have to deal a lot with that. People who deal with personality-driven content deal a lot with that. So that has something to do with the type of content you do, sure. And definitely those hosts on the internet hosts definitely deal a lot with that. So there are behaviors that instigate it. There are types of content that instigate it. But above all, you have to have some level of knowledge in community management.
Please explain to me why I should not look at these women and men who are degrading and degrading their bodies, you know, for this. That's the way I look at it, right? I'm not even like a religious guy. I just think that you should have an upper. Respect for yourself to not do that. It's the easy way out. What do you think about this? Leave us a comment down below. We read every single one of them. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you'll vouch.
I can't wait to watch that. This incredible. Oh shit, where my motherfucking links go here? Watch Phil. We'll watch the doxing adventures. Let's watch this, yes.
What's up, everybody? Sniper Wolf and her.
Yeah, I'll have to make a video tomorrow on that girl. I didn't even realize that was the same girl. What happened, man? There was a time I thought Screw Attack was so cool. You could think about what you want to think about it, but I have been stalked. There have been many people that don't do what she does that were on this platform that have been stalked. I'm not fucking, you know, fingering my own asshole on OnlyFans. You can not like her work all you want to. That phone call from that fucking, I can smell his taint through the phone is not okay. I forgot to turn it on tonight. Oops.
What's up, everybody? This is the Doxing Man here, and today we're talking about my future.
That's a bold way to start. Especially with what YouTube did to him last year, but okay, that is the choice that you made. Okay.
Future ex-wife, the Doxing Woman, aka Sister Sniper Wolf.
Just kidding. I have no intentions of courting this woman. I think I would have better luck seducing a rattlesnake into biting my flaccid cock. The dark...
That was pretty good.
Silent reaction content video. We touched
Content.
Amazing reaction videos. For those out of the loop, Sniper Wolf is one of YouTube's largest creators, and she's been accused.
She's still at least brilliant compared to XQC, which is, it's not saying much.
Accused of being a content thief by Jack's Films.
Yeah, and she doesn't do porn. Even if she did porn, does that mean that she should get a phone call that someone wants to fucking kill her? So what?
In my opinion, her only talent is lying and deceiving her audience, and oh boy,
I don't understand why in the States sex is like so demonized. Everyone wants to fuck. I don't get it.
He's been lying right from the start. But we'll get into that. So the Sniper Wolf's content is so great, in fact, that she took a page out of my book and started her very own Doxing Adventures video series, where she showed up uninvited to the home of Jack's Films and posted it on her Instagram.
Yeah, but she actually showed up to the house that we purchased here. He got more repercussions for a joke. He shouldn't have done it, I agree. But he got more repercussions from YouTube for a joke than she did for actually showing up to someone's house. Let that sink into your brain. No, man, that's not healthy. Just get off looking down on people. That is not a healthy trait to have.
Before deleting it, I made a joke about doxing about a year ago. That joke got my entire channel demonetized for a month. So what the fuck's gonna happen to Sniper Wolf when she actually does the thing I joked about? This woman has...
I'm telling you, they're gonna quietly, like, is anybody looking? Is anyone paying attention? Of course, there is always someone paying attention, but they're executives in their 50s and 60s and don't realize that. Like, turn your monetization back on, no one will notice. And then we're gonna fucking notice. We're gonna miss a lot. This website has double standards, and it's not okay.
No chill. A channel with 34 million subscribers just doxed one of the oldest, most consistent creators on YouTube. This is fucking insane.
In my 17 years on YouTube, I never once had someone film I've been
doing it on and off. It's a hobby. 2009. Someone do the math. 14 years, right? Yeah. And we've been doing this shit for what's his arm?
into my home and vaguely threatened me. Sniper Wolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics.
And it's brought up all sorts of questions.
At least I give you respect. You're self-aware of that, dude.
About what is and isn't okay on YouTube. When do actions in real life and off-platform affect your standing on YouTube? How should doxing be punished? Does YouTube play favorites with certain creators? All these questions and...
Yes. Good night. Thank you for insuring my bell, Jim.
More will be answered. But first, are you too lazy to cook healthy meals yourself? Relying too much on ordering fast food to your house? Then you need to factor in the sponsor of today's video. Factor. You can skip all the grocery lines, meal prepping and planning, and get tons of healthy meals delivered straight to your house. With always fresh, never frozen ingredients, if Gordon Ramsay happens to stop by your house, he won't be disappointed. Each meal can be cooked in a microwave in just 2 minutes. Now that is peak efficiency. They've They've got all kinds of delicious meals. Black pepper and sage pork chop, jalapeno lime cheddar chicken. They've got vegetarian options, cold pressed juice. And for all you gym rats out there, they've got pumpkin spice protein shakes. These things are delicious. But you need to order soon because all these fall-themed meals and shakes are only available for a limited time. So what are you waiting for? Stop ordering that junk food and treat your body right with Factor. Go to Factor75.com or click the link down below and use code ACTMAN50 and I'll get you 50% off your first Factor box. That's Factor75.com.
I always say, you know my deal. If I'm watching someone else's video, if they have a baked-in ad, we watch it.
With code ACTMAN50 and I'll give you 50% off. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring this video.
And that was something completely different.
This whole situation,
He just friggin' Monty Python? Yes, he did.
and is really unfortunate for YouTube because Sniper Wolf is a creator that YouTube themselves have
I've had Factor before. They're pretty good.
promoted. And now she's doxing another creator and showing up to his house. That's a big
They're not a sponsor.
Angle. On her story she posted, should I go to Jack's Films house? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. That sounds like a really...
Dude, if I turn on Kitchen Nightmares here, but was that the one? It was something along those lines. My stream was... I didn't get a strike or anything, but they literally cut my stream. I was shut down because of what I was watching.
good.
Now, look, if YouTube's like, hey, we'll cut their stream instead of giving them a strike, I'll take cutting the stream any day, but they'll cut it. What video on Sniper? I think I did a video on it where she was making kids twerk and shit. I did a video on that.
Idea if you're a psycho bitch. And then while Jack was live streaming, guess who showed up?
No, it's right now, Jack. Shut up.
You're like a knock on your door. Like 5 minutes.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside.
Oh my god!
This is happening right fucking now. Call the fucking police. Fucking actually.
Wait, what?
Call the police.
No, there's a video.
She's outside your house right now.
What the fuck?
Right in front of you.
I reported my house! She's outside her house!
Let me record this right now.
That's you.
Jack responded by,
That is so insane. Could you, I can't let it go. I know I'm repeating myself. Could you imagine if I did that? Could you imagine if he did that? Could you imagine if Mudahart did that? He'd even go up the ranks. Dude, we'd be done. We'd be toast. I wouldn't be able to pay my mortgage anymore. I don't know, it's not like Phil, but you get my point. What's up, the goof? If Phil did that, he would just blame his detractors. He blames that. I'd fix that wolf. She's a straight Christian down. Listen, dude, she showed up to the front of his house. Anybody else who wasn't one of the golden children of YouTube would be banned permanently. She gets a slap on the wrist. Oh, Rich, she makes a lot of money, but okay, but she's used to making that money. She got a lot of zeros. It's still just a slap on the wrist. I don't care if she's making $2,000 a month or $200,000. Anyone else, no matter how much they made, would be banned. Period. End of discussion.
tweeting, Sniper Wolf just doxed me on her Instagram. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. At YouTube, demonetize this dangerous creator or just get her off platform. She posted an Instagram story right outside her home and deleted it. It's time to get her off the platform. She's no longer a silly creator that steals content, teehee. She's a creep that stalks and threatens her critics. So let's hear
with a criminal record. That's also the part that she's been arrested multiple times before. YouTube's like, that's our girl. She looks good with both, though. She doesn't. And she was peak in 2016. Now she's kind of going the Madonna route where she just checks her face with more Botox and, like, she's not even looking human anymore.
Sniper Wolf's justification for showing up to his house. This creep has been harassing me for months, then plays victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk.
I just want to talk to him.
Why do you have a shotgun?
I just want to talk to him.
Dad, this is ridiculous.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to
It's
him.
not his fault.
I just want to shoot him.
I have no
I just want to shoot.
ill intentions. It's so
I
sad.
forget how actually really funny Family Guy can be sometimes. I gotta watch it again. There's sometimes it's like wah, but then they have like these like streaks where it's just bangers. And they have streaks where it's duds too. But
When people have to constantly create drama to pay the bills. Look at this asshole playing a victim.
the irony of her saying,
When I show up uninvited to his house and post this information on my fucking Instagram account.
yeah, I would walk away with Family Guy is generally a W. But like I said, it does have its dud moments. I'm gonna go piss. Here's Birds. Might as well do it now.
I'd like to belch directly in your face right now.
Yeah.
I do both every fucking time I come in. Fucking every time. I am like Wings. Everyone's like, you're like Wings of Redemption, Rich. You own every time you come in the room. This, and you're right, I do. Send me Wendy's chili, dude. Right fucking now, I'm not playing.
Man, ever heard
Yes. I'm gonna play Pokemon. I want to play Lords of the Fallen. I don't know if I'll get to that tomorrow though. But the other two, I'll fuck with.
Yeah, apparently this was just a big joke to Sniper Wolf and her sister. Her sister saying, "Damn, does he not know how to fight or something?"
You'll laugh. Yeah. Oh, that would be a great look. Well, at least genius runs in the family too. I'm noticing. Yeah. There's a great idea. Again, I'm not condoning this because I have to say it because it's 2023. Jax Phillips, just go out there and start beating those bitches up. That would be brilliant. That would have worked out really well for him. It's not like he. Could you imagine? YouTube would have fucking buried his house. Jesus Christ. They're so fucking stupid. Rich, listen, go to Phil's house, no. On May 1st, come ropes, claim it's a joke. Then ban Amber Heard's turns, and when people call you out, I just pissed. I don't have the key to my basement. What do I have now?
This is your life now. This is your life, your life now. This is your life, your life now. This is your life, your life, your life, your life, your life, your life now.
Did I just make a song out of This Is Your Life Now? I kinda did. I got that hot fire.
Why is that? This is not a joke.
So were you there? You were there to pick a fight? No ill intentions, huh? We show up at your house. What do you do? What do I do?
Oh, the clam!
I guess the breasts are coming out. That's what we're gonna do for this. No shirt! Sandoval did a video and the quartering is getting desperate. Jeremy's video title changed and thumbnail removed on YouTube, but Rumble still has them. News: Wisconsin man has meltdown over Buckgate with a shocked face. We'll have to watch that. We'll watch that after this, and then we'll go to Airsoft Fatty. Thank you, all your nipples. Dude, this is the part that bothers me. It's kind of tying into the whole sexist thing that was with the side scrollers before. The debate on if she should have showed up or not, how dangerous it would be. If it was a dude, no one would be talking about this. Everyone would want them fucking banned into oblivion. But because it's Botox Wolf, everyone's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. She has breasts. Period. If it was a dude who did this, everybody would have a different take. End of discussion, full stop. Imagine if Jacksonville just came outside and pulled Sniper's like his channel would be gone. She would be the victim. And I'm not saying no. No one should have been assaulted. I do not condone that. Let me just make that fucking clear as crystal. That's who Eli is here. That's who Eli is here to say birds of shot. No, I don't think she's hot. In 2016, she was hot. Sniper Wolf. She just had enough work done where she was hot. Now it's like she's like with Madonna's like, okay, just like Madonna, you're pushing 70. You're not hot. You can't be hot anymore. It's over. She has trucks just with giant needles stabbing her face with both sides. It's it's not working. You look like a fucking thief.
Ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
I call the police. How would you charge the fuck fans? It's free. I just fuck all of my fans. I don't fuck my fans. I have not fucked a single fan. Literally, I haven't. I know it's kind of TMI, but I have not done that.
Lisa report you to YouTube. And Jack also said, Sniper Wolf, you showed up to our home tonight and filmed it for your Instagram followers to see. The harassing you claim I've been doing is documenting recent examples of you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary. Obviously, it struck a nerve, but wow, doxing me was not on my bingo card.
And even, alright, the arguments, well, if that truth is out there, yeah, so is mine. If you were sitting outside of my house, if Phil came outside my house, and I was like, yo, Philip Burnell, he wasn't in my driveway, so he didn't legally, but he was just chilling outside my house, staring at my window, YouTube would ban him. Zero. The boxing match right now is the last thing on my mind for obvious reasons. Where Phil's choking on it. He's like, it's not working because
I like the word.
exclamation. No, but I'm saying if Phil came to my house, do you think that you two wouldn't have acted? Not that he's ever going to, he would never do that. I don't think he would. But
Fucking got him. Of course, the sniper will also make you play the sexism card. 400 videos online shitting on someone wanting to talk IRL goes too far.
so why did you just talk to him? Want him Botox. Want him single Botox. That's ridiculous. That's not clever at all, but I just... You had his information, call him. It was done as an underlying threat. It was done as a dog whistle.
Modern men are actually a joke. Modern
What's
women
up,
are a
Patrick?
fucking joke. If you're an example of them, Jesus Christ. It's comments like these that really make me want to be sexist. Accusing me of doxing is defamation. I have no idea how to dox. Liar! I don't know what's worse.
No, I believe she does it. She's dumb. I don't know how to dox either. It's not something I know how to do. But no, I believe that. I'm sure. But it doesn't matter if his information is public or not. If she showed up to, if any other YouTuber showed up to someone's house, it'd be a wrap. Just give it a bottle. Shut up. I want to take a nap on so we can just play intro and spark up and get a good restful sleep because it's that long.
How she's defending herself, or the fact that she thinks anybody won't know.
Mine is the phone number that I dropped recently, which was Oopsie. I've been using, you guys know, I've been nuclear docs since like 2015. Motherfuckers found phone numbers that I forgot about. That's how deep the doc went. Like, I'm talking like shit from the 80s.
He's gonna buy this. So I did a Twitter space with like Keemstar and some other guys, and we had a real tough time finding someone who defended Sniper Wolf and was on her side. And the only person we could find was someone who thought that doxing wasn't a bad thing to do. I'll play some clips, but this guy just said some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Come on, Vito, she provoked the TOS.
Not bring the TOS app.
Oh, Vito, dude. Vito, like the one that was saying, let's give Pitos a chance, Vito. No. Dude, this guy has... Because they dox people, that's why.
A tiny lady shows up at your house and says, I'd like to talk.
Yeah, a tiny lady who could have a gun.
Oh my God!
Who could have a gun, who has incel fans who would probably murder for her. Especially, there's got to be some that are weird. But here's the thing. I wonder if Craig would have the same take. A female show, what's the big deal? She's hot. It's not about her. It's not about her. It's about her fucking sicko fans. Of course they're gonna defend this.
Maybe she has a fucking rocket launcher. Maybe she'll shoot you to death with a laser gun.
I'm literally saying maybe she has. What? Oh my God! Holy fucking goalpost moving, man.
Rocket launcher. You know what? I walk around all day afraid of every woman I see because they might have a giant gun.
Oh, it's because she's a woman. I can't stand it. I can't. They're so fucking... And I don't think they're this stupid. It's their audiences. It's like, because they're like, oh my God, a woman. They're nervous about a woman. Even though it's not about the woman. It's about she can be a psycho bitch with a fully loaded fucking pistol. Or psycho fans who could show up to your house and like try to murder you in your sleep. Which was what happened to one of the slow-mo guys. Let me repeat that again. But women have to seem tough. Fuck off. You're dumb. or you're not dumb. You know your audience is dumb.
So that is, she did break the TOS.
House. Yeah, because if you have beef with somebody and you show up to their house and post it, wouldn't that not be in some way a veiled threat?
No.
And
How?
I'm not being disrespectful. Okay.
Because he has to defend it because that's what him and his crew do. I found that out. That's what they do.
I'm having an argument with you, and I show up to your house. What's the threat?
Serious? The threat is my thing to do something.
Wait. What if the...
That's what I'm. But she's a woman. He can't admit that. I should have stayed there for this. I went in for a few minutes and I got bored and left. Because I have the attention span of a squirrel.
We're having a disagreement.
I wouldn't even know if you were strapped, so I don't know. You could shoot me. You could show up in my fucking house.
We're having a disagreement.
Oh, he would lose his mind. I know. That's his money, isn't it?
I can't show up at your house and talk to you about it. That's an automatic threat.
no, what the?
No.
There's an age-old doctrine that I truly believe in. You know what it's called? It's called get off my property. Obviously, it's the same tactic that's used before where you go after someone's personal information as opposed to settling things in private conversations or even on platform or like a
Like go on a live stream. I'll give Dick Masterson credit because he made the slide over about my daughter. But he came on.
stream or something. It's like you can't just go wherever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? I think every sane, reasonable individual agrees with Jack and is on his
Craig had a sane take on Sniper Wolf. Well, thank God.
side, and many people felt that what she did warranted immediate, swift, decisive action. It took YouTube a week to take such action by demonetizing her channel.
And reluctantly, and also making Jack's film seems bad in the process because they're like, okay, we can't throw all the mud on our golden girl, so how do we...
Another one bites the dust. Oddly, though, in YouTube's response on Twitter, they said, off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Both sides. You know, I completely agree. There were two sides in World War II, and we're never taught Hitler's side in history class. What's he really that bad of a guy?
What's funny about this really is that their actions betray their feelings on the matter too, because if you two truly believed that they were both in the wrong, then why is Sniper Wolf the one getting the temporary monetization ban while Jack is fine? They know what she did was fucked up, but they've endorsed her before, and they've endorsed her super recently, and I think they just don't want to deal with that.
In all seriousness, I don't think Jack is...
Yeah, because it makes they want to try to mitigate the brand damage that this dumb bitch did. But you know her history, YouTube! Don't tell me you don't. If you propped her up the way you did, you didn't look into it, you were just like, ah, no one cares right now, and she fits the mold. Jesus Christ, man. YouTube's, it's been this way for a while. It's like network television.
Has done anything wrong, but I think from YouTube's perspective, they look at his second channel where every video features the same creator, and they falsely equate it to harassment.
This guy's entire channel is just me. Every single video for the past few months has been about me.
Sniper will play this. She knew she could flip this whole thing back on Jack's films and play the victim and knew you could go crying to music. Well, it's not really brilliant. She knows her ass is covered by YouTube, no pun intended. And they take her side and hence the behavior on both sides. So yeah, she is too profitable for them to just flatly, and they were hesitant, man, to do something. They did not want to.
And it's just like shitting on me. And then his streams, this dude is just like low-key harassing me. Like, should I get a restraining order?
Restraining order for videos. She's quantum. She's fucking quantum. No pun intended.
In reality, Jack's Films is a channel dedicated to essentially pointing a finger at a thief and then making it clear who that thief is stealing from. That's not harassment. Perhaps YouTube sees it as a similar situation with what happened to Leafy, right? He made several videos on Pokimane before he got banned. But Leafy actually did stuff like raid her Discord. Jack is just critiquing. brings up an important point. How many videos can you make criticizing someone or something before it becomes harassment?
I personally have no issue when somebody makes multiple videos. We're all technically.
I don't, dude, if they're a public figure, like, that's like saying that they would never say this because he's Steve Colbert, but they always bring Steve Colbert is harassing Donald Trump. I don't think he is. I mean, I find all his jokes funny because I just don't. Fine. Why does late night talk shows still exist? But it's the same thing. Trump is a public figure and he's just critiquing him, pointing or not. Is that harassment? Should he never talk about him again? He's a public figure.
In a sense, maybe not the Ackman more or less, but we've all made videos on the same topic multiple times, most of us in this call.
Dude,
I don't have an
so
issue.
many videos on
Yeah.
Halo.
Yeah. Yeah, 3.3. Yeah, the 3.3.
Yeah, I've made a bunch of videos criticizing Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo if you want to go at it. Actually, probably Nintendo the hardest argument, especially during the Wii U days. Should Nintendo file a restraining order against me?
I especially love the part where YouTube says off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community. I wish they figured this out a year ago, but, better late than never. Less than 1 hour after YouTube's tweet, Sniper Wolf posted a half-assed generic ChatGPT apology, twice misspelling the name of the creator she doxed. I'm sorry to Jack's film. Yes, just the one. He's only made one film. Probably should have proofread this a little. I mean, look, man, I know it's not that important, but you gotta at least...
Oh, that is true. He's a Christian straight man.
Get his name right. I am sorry for reacting the way I did. You just had to sneak that in there, didn't you? Lady, you've been reacting poorly for like 5+ years. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
And I also don't like this idea that this 30-year-old woman who's been a content creator for a very long time just somehow didn't know that doxing was too much. So I'm not buying this whole it was a lack.
But even if the information was public, you showed up to someone's house uninvited. That's absolutely, there's no way, you can't tell me that's not against your TOS, YouTube.
So my judgment wasn't a lapse in judgment. How?
That video from Logan Paul was after he thought it was a brilliant idea to film go to the suicide forest in Japan and film a hanging body there.
How insane do you have to be for that to be a lapse in judgment in the first place?
But I think this might be the
Oh, she's proven it with her arrest records that she's fucking nuts.
funniest part of the entire story, as the name.
Her and her fucking boyfriend, Meatloaf. Whatever his name is. Sausage, right?
Before posting this apology, she re-uploaded a video from her main channel to her second channel. As someone who went through demonetization and talked with YouTube staff and whatnot, she almost certainly knew before uploading this that she was going to be demonetized. And if you're demonetized and you upload something somewhere else to make money, you're innovating. It's like try and circumnavigate that. YouTube does not fuck around with that, okay? She was probably advised not to upload anything for a few days at the very least, just like the day before. That's crazy. I think her intentions are pretty clear at this point. She honestly doesn't give a fuck. Probably doesn't feel bad at all about what she did. When my channel got demonetized, I waited 9 days before I uploaded something on my second channel, before I tested the waters. I was too distraught to make content. Like, bro, come on. And it's literally just a reposted old video. Like some random nonsense. Now, it's interesting that nobody is upset that Instagram hasn't taken any action against her. Just thought
that is true too.
Point that out. So here's a big question. What should happen to Sister Sniper Wolf? What she did was wrong and against YouTube's terms of service. But does it warrant a complete ban across the board? Some people agree with that, while others think that type of action is too drastic. Now, if we were talking about someone who was incredible...
I don't know what the severity of her punishment should be, but it should be a hell of a lot more than she's getting now. That I will say.
stupid and ignorant, or perhaps very, very young and new to this, I might be able to look past the whole doxing thing as
yeah, if she was like 19, I mostly agree.
honestly didn't know what I did type of moment. But Mrs. I got arrested for armed robbery isn't stupid. She knew exactly what she was doing. Weaponizing your audience against another creator in such a way, when you are at such a high level, is simply inexcusable. The more I think about it, the more I agree Sniper Wolf should not have a platform. Someone who treats the ecosystem in such a reckless, irresponsible way is a liability for YouTube. Exposing a hater to her millions of potentially unhinged, sycophantic followers in the hopes that one of them might be crazy enough to do something is fucked up. She has effectively drawn people's eyes to where he lives and to look up that information themselves. I'm sorry?
Yeah, why do you think that? Yeah, there was no other reason to do that. Flat out in YouTube, you know this. You know this. You don't want to do anything because it's not a really. These companies don't really want to hold people accountable. If you're at a certain level, you're above being held accountable in most ways.
But the bigger your channel is, the higher the standards you should be held to. This is a channel that YouTube has promoted in the past. That's doubly embarrassing for them. There's no way she didn't know what she was doing, especially when her dumbass has made videos about fans that stalked
I just talked about that.
her and followed her home. And again, if Sniper Wolf actually felt genuinely apologetic towards Jack's films, she would have posted this almost immediately.
Took her a week, by the way, to address this. Instead of understanding immediately that that's something that you just don't do, it took her a week to really marinate on this, to be like,
Because she didn't want to. She didn't. YouTube didn't want to do anything. They were just hoping it would all go away.
maybe I shouldn't have done this insane fucking thing.
So why hasn't Sniper Wolf been permanently banned? A lot of people early on, myself included, felt impatient with YouTube's lack of immediate action. And out of pure gamer rage, I talked a bunch of shit. And I forgot how this process works, right? YouTube is a massive ship. And big ships take a long time to turn. If we're heading towards a waterfall,
Not always.
might be time to start changing course. So deciding what punishment to lay on one of the most popular creators isn't something that should be brushed or taken lightly. But for a channel this size, I can see from YouTube's perspective, not wanting to completely ban her. Yes, she is a terrible content creator, a stalker, a thief, a fake, and an overall shitty human being. But she makes YouTube a lot of money. It might be a drop in the bucket, but it's a pretty big drop. When I talked on that Twitter space thing, I think it was Nick or Optimus that brought up a very good point. YouTube might not ban her because she's stealing content from their competitors and uploading it on YouTube. Yes, she's stealing viral TikToks. And
That's a good point. I didn't think. Oh my god, I'm agreeing with Optimus. So it's taking away exclusivity indirectly, and they like that.
I received zero contribution.
Who cares she's being abused?
Sierra's Haunted Pussy donated $15.
Wow.
You thought that Putz 12 was a poster child for grown Nintendo ragers? There's another guy named Poopshirt who loses his shit playing Weevil. Help her ex-husband get some of the income she fucked her out of.
Who is that? Someone with Jeremy's video title changed the thumbnail. It's on Rumble. We're gonna watch that next with the cornering. The only way YouTube will stop this house doxing until something gets, but that's already happened. I've heard it explain a couple. Christina Grimmie got shot at her concert and killed. Slow-mo guy, someone showed up to kill both of them because he's like, your girlfriend's too hot, you don't deserve her, because he's a psychopath. Luckily, I guess they hit cameras and saw this guy was showing up, and he heard the sirens coming to the house and he shot himself in the head. Did the world a favor. I know that's cold, but he was about to murder people because he couldn't get laid. Sorry, I don't really feel bad for you. So it's already happened.
From YouTube's perspective, it's like the best of both worlds, right? Why go to TikTok when you can just go to Sniper Wolf's channel? That's a damn good point. Sniper Wolf's world might be collapsing around her. There had been rumors floating around for many years that Sniper Wolf had been faking her gameplay videos, or that someone else provided the gameplay. These,
I believe that she's not really weak. She's proven countless times she's not a very ethical person.
suspicions had more or less.
And she tried to push, and this is back when I'm a girl and I game, and everyone's like, that fucking face.
It's been confirmed as her ex-boyfriend Sausage is suing Sniper Wolf for 50% of the channel.
Because he sued her. And in the lawsuit, he basically argues that she can't go on and use the brand to make money and exclude him from all that revenue. Because remember, they started it together, and he claims he owns 50%.
He alleges that he was the major creative force behind the content, that he provided the gameplay,
sausage,
scripts, and even produced the videos. Sniper
what's really gross is Plastic Wolf and her sister making light as in clowning Jack's films and criticism like privileged assholes. Yeah, I have no word that accurately describes that behavior. It's called privilege, man. Gotta say, I mean, YouTube needs to buckle up and start shutting down channels like hers. What is wrong? Money. I'm not trying to be dismissive. Thank you for being a member, but it's money.
Wolf's job was to sit there and react to the gameplay and pretend like it was her playing. Since Sniper Wolf built her name off of being a relatively pretty woman who was pretty good at Call of Duty, this lawsuit is pretty fucking damning. I think it's safe to say that from the very beginning, Sniper Wolf has built her brand on lies and deception.
This lady is the biggest bitch in the fucking 7 seas.
But as luck would have it, somehow she gets worse.
Like, doxing is one of the lowest things you can do as a public figure, and if there's anything on the platform that warrants a deplatform, doxing is at least in the top 3 things.
Well, Mr. Raygun, if doxing is in the top 3 reasons to deplatform someone, where does sexualizing minors stand? Pedo.
Yeah, dude, I talked about this.
Wolf had a few videos on her channel where she convinced minors to twerk in exchange for her tits, glutes, and her boobs.
You want to explain yourself? What?
Perfect.
What are you doing? Making a mistake. Making a mistake.
The sexualizing minors for entertainment is, well, there's no shovel big enough to dig you out of that hole. Sniper Wolf has also apparently violated YouTube's policies on child safety. Sexually explicit content featuring minors and content that sexually exploits minors, including minor nudity with comedic intent. That summarizes these clips perfectly.
Exactly.
Sure, you could argue they were made with comedic intent, but what's the joke? Minors are twerking on camera because they want to see your tits? I've heard 1,000 9/11 jokes that are funnier than that. As people continue digging into her past, she has been removing potentially controversial videos to cover her tracks. In conclusion, doxing is bad. Don't do it.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I'll say it before and I'll say it again. YouTube should be a place where we can all hate each other and coexist. Internet beef should never be drawn into the real world unless both parties consent. Remember to ask Jesus. And the more you look at Sniper Wolf for actions and content, the less respect you should have for her. I think given her status, age, and experience, she should absolutely be deplatformed and permanently banned off YouTube. There's simply no excuse for this.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not just sitting here zoned out. I'm thinking, as you said, like, I mean, she's fucked up bad. Come on. It's not even, come on.
Suppose we can take some solace in knowing that she'll at least lose out on a month's worth of revenue, but as Keemstar put it,
for me, I just gotta say this, if she did that to me and came to my house, I would really want her banned. Like, I would want her banned. And this would feel like an injustice to me.
But for Jack and his wife, I imagine this is little satisfaction. All in all, Sniper Wolf is terrible, and we should all continue to make fun of her and credit the creators she has been stealing from. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Act Man for more awesome content.
Who is Rep? Have these people, man, that are like deep cuts. Who is Rep? Lazar.
And thanks again to Factor for
Cosmic, you're back.
sponsoring this video. Alright everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!
Now I want to check out the video. Alright, shout out to the actor for that video. It was excellent. Wisconsin Bear has, it's on gate. This is the quartering. This is on Roku, apparently. Should probably check and see. I probably have all of $3 waiting there for me. Alright, Wisconsin man. What is it? Is it on YouTube, maybe? What is the title? Let me go to the quartering. Does anyone know what it's called? Well, critics crushed. Alright, so critical, I don't know. He had some stupid ass thing on something. Let's just go to here so I hate this piece of shit. Alright. Okay.
I received 0 contribution.
Fozzie Crusader 34 donated $15. Yeah. Hey Rich, what's up? If you own an effective product and try using it with your Xbox console, you may run into error code, which means your device is banned. I DM you the article on X, it should be there. Xbox gamers are worried. Spam all subs.
Put my shirt back on, speaking of music for it.
Francis.
And he looks hard. Resting.
Alright, ladies. Here's something that is most interesting. Now, say, on YouTube. He's a 26-year-old obese man from Michigan who was at weight.
A 26-year-old obese man, thank you. I could not tell.
Career. A lot of people fascinated in what he's been up to. But
He started off with the whole thing with the lightsabers, right?
you will probably know him mostly from his appearance on the IDUB channel. He flew out to Michigan in April of 2019 to shoot a video with Chris in which he explored his life, his friends, his motivations, and really did a deep dive on the subject of airsoft combating. At the time,
Yeah, he's uploaded some weird shit now. I know. It's like doing styrofoam cup tier lists. It's like, what happened? It's like, here's my wife won't let me do anything edgy anymore. Here's a tier list of Pyrex. Fucking content cop, what's wrong with you?
there were a lot of YouTube documentarians like Shane Dawson really popping up, and so Ian wanted to weigh in with someone a bit more unique than Shane probably wouldn't cover. It was a great video, and probably what many would call one of the...
I think he's fat, but he has the weirdest physique.
He last great.
He has like the physique of those weird things. Mario there and like they have like almost like their clubs. Kind of looks like those things. Elden Ring.
I know videos. If you were to go back to doing these, that would be fire, okay?
Back in April, I flew out to Battle Creek, Michigan to meet a fellow YouTuber that goes by the name of Air Sound.
Yeah, he's built like the Penguin, like Danny DeVito Penguin.
Bad. I'm sure you guys have seen some of his videos. The most popular ones are Fortnite Chug Jug Challenge and when lightsaber dueling goes horribly wrong. Watch till the end.
I think I just myself. Ian, watching this, do that again. And this video was awesome to see. I was never a huge fan of Chris, but I've been aware of him since high school when I would watch his lightsaber videos with my buddies and laugh at them. I also remember like his Chug Jug video I think was a big deal. He was a bona fide meme back then. And since I was in high school, he's only risen in popularity thanks to the Items video, as well as his collaborations with some other channels. At the first Creator Clash, for example, he sang the national anthem, and that was just a beautiful moment. I tear in my eye. Let's go!
Oh no, I didn't know he did this.
Then there was, of course, his collaboration with Jeff Wittig, where he competed with a few other contestants to lose weight. It seemed like a few years ago, Airsoft Daddy was really getting a lot of great opportunities to grow his channel and become a bigger name, despite the relatively low production quality and value that his own channel had. I think a lot of people.
Yeah, like what is he? I saw the video, but what are you uploading, dude?
Well, we're getting.
If I can say about some of my exes, but they never told me what kind of content I wanted, nor would I let them. You know, that's not me being an alpha male. It's just like, you know, I'm not like fucking sucking dick for crack. I'm entertaining people subjectively. Execute Order 66, I don't know what that is, but I have a bird here I will not have sex with. I will not have sex with a bird.
Execute.
Not asking.
Some opportunities because he was just an interesting, captivating guy. And he's a very memorable character. I mean, considering most of his content is just him, unedited, hanging out, doing like random crap with no real sense of consistency or direction, that's a pretty good deal, right? You get to be on a bunch of other people's channels, you get promoted by people like Jack Wittig and Items, who are both really famous, and then you get a bunch of attention on your own channel.
Trust me, I know it looks weird, but it's got kale, spinach, protein, chia seeds.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, they can taste like fruit. It's like Dr. Steve Brew when he was drunk off wine. It tastes like fruit.
Now that you got it, baby, let us know something bad. Okay, but we're trying.
Alright, even if it's bad, even if it tastes bad, just fucking gulp it down.
New things here. Just bear with me. These things are gonna make you feel good. They don't taste good initially right off the bat, but at the end of the day, you're gonna feel better.
I hate people like that, even skinny people that are like that. It's like, oh my god, I don't like the way it looks. It's green and it's scary. I'm like, are you 4? Like, just, alright, it's not super appetizing. Just gulp it down and get it over with.
Be optimistic. How is it? No, it's not that bad. That is bad. It's not that bad. They really are good. You know, lettuce makes it puke.
Lettuce makes you puke. Lettuce is like the most non-offensive fucking vegetable. Like, barely has a flavor.
Oh, damn. Sorry, guys. I got their laptops out over there.
But back back in 2019, his mother passed away, and that seemed to hit Chris pretty hard. He actually uploaded a song in tribute to her passing, which is a cover of a Green Day song. Makes you feel bad for the dude, you know, undoubtedly a very sad moment. Especially sad that there were some people in the comment section who were like making fun of him. You know, you can't help but feel bad for the guy, right? One of my favorite parts of Full Force is when Idubbbz asks his mother what she likes so much about Patty. She simply replies, "He's mine."
What do you love about Chris?
Really mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a sweetheart. He really is. He's got his moments. I'm not going to say he's perfect because he is not.
Another motivator remembered him from recently was his appearance on the Fish Tank. He went into the internet reality show's house a little bit into its run and easily produced some of the funniest moments that the entire thing had to offer. Anytime he was on screen, my eyes were glued to the attitude.
Thank you, Andreas. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Oh, it's fine.
They won't.
I've seen some of it, so didn't they hire him a hooker?
When I actually met Patty, because I actually went on Fish Tank for a brief period of time. Actually, sorry, that wasn't me. That was the mysterious white shark who sounds like me.
Tripaholics, we make it look easy.
That is a physique if I've seen one. Like, I know I've done it at times, but damn.
But anyway, I was in his presence for a moment there, and I will say the reports smell quite bad. I can confirm their veracity, okay? I can confirm that the accusations are true. But unfortunately, I can't show very much of Airsoft Batty's own footage from his channel because apparently he, or someone who represents him, is now filing false takedowns on content that uses his material. One of the people covering him extensively is a channel called Kiwi Tapes. Bub was a lot of lolcow type content. He's been digging into Chris extensively for quite some
that after this
time. And it seems like Chris and his team finally decided to pull the plug and just start taking.
Listen, Chewie, you cannot complain about anything. I'm playing fucking Pokemon tomorrow with wife headphones on. Stop it. You're fired.
Things down. Starting with a few live streams this guy had up on his second channel. And this is so offensive.
Kiwi Tapes, let's remember that.
Of course, because copyright law, and more specifically fair use, is the one thing that holds the entire internet together like glue. Fair use is the provision in copyright that allows all of your favorite content creators like myself to exist. Disrespecting that and going against the doctrine by filing false takedowns is considered an original sin online, both amongst YouTubers and viewers, as it should be. So therefore, a lot of people from Kiwi Tapes' audience are speaking negatively of Chris, or, more negatively than they already were.
I want to talk about Chris for a bit. Though I do not believe Chris is responsible personally for these two videos being struck down, he does have a history of copyright striking people in the past, even before he had any kind of manager.
Doesn't he have like weirdos working for him or extorting him?
Back in the days of the Fortnite Chug Chug Challenge going viral, many people also copied it, trying to capture some of the viral success that he had attained. A channel called Furious Pete would make his own Chug Chug video, only to have it copyright struck down by Chris. Like
Have I played Banjo Kazooie? Maybe like 3 seconds on the N64. Tomorrow I want to play Super Mario Wonder About My Ass, because I need to capture more footage since I'm doing that video with Jay and Pokemon.
I said before, I believe the strike on my backup channel is his manager's handiwork, but Chris does also have a history of doing it himself. Being as I am now blocked from commenting on Airsoft Batty's channel, and he's blocking anyone who is voicing their opinion on this situation. I truly believe it's his manager who has been known to micromanage all his social media.
Why? He's backfucking from a business perspective. It's a bad move. It's a bad move. It's bad. It's not even about like the morality of it. It's just bad PR. I'm trying to see what Jay sent me for. Oh. Don't know if I can show the sunset. stream. Oh, think about it. God damn it. I hate 2023.
Counts. If Chris or his manager would have contacted me,
Phil's getting punished in the shower.
he had been civil about the whole thing, I would have edited out the parts that they didn't want up. Instead, without even contacting me, they got 5 hours of my content taken down. And I have been considered to be one of the most fair people towards Chris in the commentary community. I've gotten a lot of crap for defending him on multiple points in the past. Seems like all those people were right and I was wrong.
And it sucks to see because despite everything about Airsoft Fatty, to me he doesn't seem like an evil person.
No, he's not. You can see he's not a bad guy. It's like I say about Phil.
Call him embarrassing or cringe, but he definitely is not like a border cow or anything in that territory. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't seen everything from this guy, so maybe there's something I'm not...
No, I can't show the picture. I gotta be careful.
I'm not privy to, but as far as I've seen, he's just like, you know, fat. Just an eccentric dude in a tough situation who needs a break. And it seemed like he was getting his break recently.
I'll check X in a second.
So the most recent...
I don't have it open on any platform right now.
It's an update with Fatty after Fish Tank, which had people thinking his situation was turning for the better, was that he managed to secure a place to stay. He had a tiny home built for him somewhere near Bangor, Maine, I believe, which by the way is in like the middle of nowhere. And he seemed to have everything he needed to survive and just exist and make content for a while. Now, full disclosure, these next bits of info are from Kiwi Tapes' video titled Airsoft Fatty is Losing It. One disturbing revelation was this stream Chris...
Oh, we're going to Kiwi Tapes. We're going deep into Kiwi Tapes after this.
Made titled Safety Stream, where he seems to be in fear of his personal safety. I mean, in this video, he's borderline having a mental breakdown. He seems to fear for his life, and he says he's turning on the stream to make sure nothing happens to him, as if he's like recording for the purpose of avoiding someone hurting him because, you know, they would be on video then and he'd be recording it. It's pretty dark. Around the same time, he claims that his YouTube account was stolen by someone he knows, which doesn't really make sense to me. Like, why would anyone other than you need access to your account? This is especially concerning given Chris's history of sketchy managers, like one manager who apparently forced him to stream against as well.
Yeah, why do you need a manager? Unless you're like doing Mr. Beast numbers, you don't need a fucking manager. You don't need one. Or you're like Linus Nipple Tips. You don't need a fucking manager.
This manager, named Josh, also had access to all his social media to help manage his stuff, which allowed him to control Chris any way he wanted thanks to that leverage. This man himself was not really an experienced...
Wait, what did Avi say? Oh yeah, that turns me on, Rich. What turns you on? Show me that picture, Rich. I am going to come. Avi, you are not allowed to come. Do not come. I'm gonna come.
YouTube manager. Apparently, he was a guy who sold Airsoft Fatty that green, sticky Schweed, okay? Why Chris felt...
I gotta grease this fucking stand. It's like anytime, like, it's not where it's bolted in. The desk will disintegrate before that breaks down. But like, this hinge. Hear it? It's creaking like a bed at a motel you rent by the hour.
The need to like get this guy to help him with YouTube, considering his lack of experience, is beyond me. But he had this manager who was basically just a leech for a while, taking cuts from him and apparently not doing much in return. But Chris eventually...
Oh, like MCNs. Ha 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 ha! Please do. Maybe.
So he got rid of this guy after a long while of his audience calling him a scumbag. But then with Josh gone, his friends got involved and just continued acting out this guy's will. And a former member of the IRL filming crew for Airsoft Fatty then went on to corroborate on video that Chris's life was not in his own hands, and apparently he needed some kind of help, right? Because these people were just taking advantage of him basically, and he wasn't mentally in
Yes, I have an MCN.
a place to be able to push them away.
I tried texting Chris on multiple occasions.
You have a voice that hurts.
So you can see on the screen here, there's multiple texts that I sent to him. And one time I got an answer from him. It was the day that the kidnapping video actually was released.
and it said, I can't tell you much, but what I can say is that Josh won't give me my computers. So that means that Josh was in full control of everything. And that was a very scary text to hear. I told Chris to call me. He said he'd call me later. I told him the next day, could you call me? And he said, I'll call you a little bit later. Never called me.
Yeah, her voice is on the same par in Sniper Wolves as Melody Max. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Their voices are fucking unbearable.
Never contacted me again. I had texted him 3 more times as I'm showing on the screen. No answer whatsoever. So, Josh completely cut me off from it. Josh and his crew completely cut me off when they said they didn't care if I was talking to Chris.
Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo, I'm Josh and I'm a liar, yeah!
This guy should do ASMR videos. I watch him.
Overall, what he's done to me is terrible.
Maybe I'm just really stoned and overly sensitive right now.
But what he's done to Chris is far worse. I'm just giving this information to you so you understand how bad of a person Josh actually is.
Seemed like the guy was really being taken advantage of by some bad actors. There was even...
What is that setup? Oh my god, he looks like a fucking... I don't even know what... I can't even think of anything clever. I'm fired. I'm getting really stoned right now. I should just play games.
Even this call leaked from the manager at one point where they like scream at each other.
You can ruin my whole lunch. You can ruin my whole day.
Oh my god. Airsoft Fatty ruined his manager's lunch. Oh my god, his fucking Panera sandwich will never taste the same again now, Chris, you bastard.
You can ruin my whole life. Literally my whole life.
These are just fucking people looking to take advantage of it, man. Fucking pieces of shit. I'm not Bobby. I played Dead Island to death. I beat it. People are tired of seeing it. Not my penis. What am I talking about? I was just gonna use the JVC tonight, record some tapes. You're gonna love my JVC. It's beautiful. Now here I am saying things I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying right now at this point.
I mean, and I've done everything for you. Because you make it. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, these are just people looking to take advantage of me. What piece of shit? Hey, Rich, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. You're the best. I appreciate it. My mod back. If not this. Let me hold off on mods for a bit because we have enough. And I had to do a mod purge recently. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. You didn't, but I'm just trying to be careful.
This isn't work.
Yeah, and the funny thing, what I love about the tape deck, before I bring it up here, it's like in the 80s, I could like picture dudes with bullets blowing lines of coke off of their coffee tables while this tape deck is here, because it's like a mid-range JVC tape deck, and that's exactly what would happen. And it would be like 2 white dudes with bullets that were coke dealers, and like, I could picture on their landline, like a Hispanic guy who's a customer calling them up saying that they didn't give them enough product and they're fighting, and they're listening to like Hall & Oates while they're fighting on the phone, and they're blowing lines. These are things that I think of. Fun fact, it was in a nice area too, so it had nothing to do with that. There was a 5th Avenue in New Rochelle, so nice area, nice apartment. But below us, fuck off, Siri. Good. Beautiful apartment. The dudes below us, though, they were doing and selling coke out of that apartment. A heartwarming story from the 80s. Maybe that's why I'm envisioning. But it was like